Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another tournament stream. Let me just do a quick check. I hope the microphone's working. Sometimes we do have a little bit of delay at the start if I don't restart it. I think it's fine. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Nice to have you all here. Welcome back to another stream session. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the tournament today. I'm still a little bit tired, to be honest, because I was on vacations for the entirety of the week and I was taking an overnight train that arrived early in the morning, so I was just sleeping a little bit, but not much. But hey, I'm back on track here. And I'm hoping to be able to deliver some nice show here for the games of the evening. We are going to follow the team of Low Skill, which is Group 8. And before we are actually starting, I will just quickly show you what's up there with the group and tournament in general at the moment. So let's just quickly jump over to my screen recording here. And yes, we also do have a giveaway today. Just be patient for a bit. I will get to that in just a second. Before that, I want to just quickly talk about the groups here and where we're at with the tournament. Just to sum up the things here, I've not been streaming the second PYS. Oh, well, let's get back a second. We are having a PYS Prove Your Skill qualification stage here of this tournament, which consists of 4 tournaments in general. And after this PYS qualification stage here, we are going to have all the teams that were participating ranked according to their cups that they collect for each result of each PYS tournament. So we do have the first top 8 teams here according to the cups already after 2 of these PYS tournaments, and today is the 3rd of those of 4. So there is still a little bit of movement possible upwards and downwards, and we can already see a little bit which kind of teams are taking the top places here. But at this point, still, the points or the cups here are all fairly close. Oh, you cannot even see that properly. Anyways, I just move it over here so you can see it now. The points here among the top 8 teams are very, very close still. So any team just having a bad day today and any team having a good day today among the top 16, we might just switch places here. That's the point of it. And after this qualification stage, we are having a top 8, a professional tournament, and a challenges tournament for the top 16 teams as well. Which basically means that the professional tournament is just the first 8 teams playing against another, and the top 4 teams of those will then head to the Blitz X Cup, playing for the grand prize pool of $50,000 or even 100,000 in this season, because you all have the option of buying some esports bundle on the store. I already did buy it for €6. It was for me. It might be a little bit of a different amount for where you are living. Yeah, you cannot see it once you bought it. In there, there's some gold and other stuff. But the amount that was collected by these esports packs there, that all goes into the prize pool, elevating the prize pool to even higher heights there. For all the servers, we're having 3 servers as usual here. APAC, the Asian and also Australian server, and then we're also having the European server that we are streaming here today, and then we are going to see also, or then we're also having the NA server where Latin America and Northern America are playing against another grand prize pool of 50 to 100,000. Okay, I could already show you a little bit about the clan leaderboard here. We are going to see you. By the way, you can all check the clan leaderboard here on the Blitz homepage. You just gotta press Hall of Fame up there, clans. There you see the current ranking. Then wherever it might be, I mean, for each season you do see it there. We're just beneath the ratings leaderboards. Also, I want to just quickly, before we're getting to the game, show you the group that we're following today. I chose to follow Lozy, who do ask to not be streamed. I personally did not respect that request and feel like it might still be worth watching. So let's see what they're going to do. Also, here I think another top candidate of this group here is Asel, which is currently still in the middle range of the top 16, but yeah, you know, people might have bad days, people might have good days. Everything's still possible. The other teams are also definitely capable. They made it to the 3rd day of the PYS, which we are seeing today here. The other 2 days were not streamed, and I guess all of them are capable and might show us some great stuff here. So I just hope that games will be close. And if Lozy is getting overconfident, then yeah, they might have a bad time and get knocked out of the top 8 again. And this would be really not what they wanted. They are definitely a team with a high potential that I would count on getting further in this tournament. Maybe top 4 team, maybe, who knows, who knows. All right, yeah, about the teams, I don't know anything about hype. Sorry, sorry, but I do know Lozy, which is a Ukrainian Russian-speaking team, and it does have Kitsune as the leader here, as a caller, who is also or has been calling for GGT, which is Gucci Gang team on the Russian server, one of the best teams over there. And also a lot of those players here have been playing on a very top level in the past seasons on the EU server as well. Unfortunately, I cannot really tell too much about the team of Hype. I've seen them occasionally, but not too much yet. Also, the game is about to start, but just to quickly call it out, we are having a giveaway again, which is taking place on a Discord server as usual. So if you do want to participate, if you do wish to win something, either a battle pass, 1 of 2, or 1 of 4 esports containers, please join over to the Discord server. And hopefully also sticking around there, because it's always a very nice time, a great community. And you can then check the announcements channel, where you will be able to then press enter for one of the 2 giveaways there that we are having started already. So let's jump over. Oh, that's wrong. Wait, this one. Let's jump over and check out what's going to happen. Yeah, people are already blind shooting into the factory hall. The reason for that is that they want to be able to spot through there. Like this, they might have a better view onto the other cap here, the C cap on the enemy side. And they might have also destroyed the other door over there, which they didn't get to do, which could have granted them a couple more spots here. Team of Lozi just heading towards base A with a bunch of Foshes here. Also covered by VZ113 GFT. Double super heavy in the middle of the map here. Just baiting the enemies a little bit, getting in some spots. But the movement of Lozi is not really working out all too well. By the way, we've also seen the Batshit spotting the heavy side over there. But currently, Hype is just taking 3 caps here. And they are done with 3 caps. Lozi doesn't have a single cap yet. So Lozi is absolutely playing for the kills here. Not wanting to go for the base points at all. And a relocation here by the RV215B, moving back into his own spawn, trying to secure some map control, not noticing, not expecting that there are already a lot of guys here from the Lozi team who are shooting him down massively. Flexible, being stuck here, not all too flexible anymore at this point, and is being shot down already by Punisher here with his flash, but also Punisher losing a lot of hit points. Yet he is being somewhat safe in the rear here on the high ground. He can always fall back into cover. And that's already a great start here for the Lozi team. But still, they are having to push in. They also lost a bunch of hit points here. Also, we could see Postjardinja on the Fosh here. Also in a very aggressive position. Low on hit points. Down to a 2-shot potentially already. But he is still covered by his teammates. Yet, if Hype is going for the push, they might be able to take out this Fosh, and this might bring back their tank advantage or tank disadvantage here, but they are losing a lot for that. And I don't know if that was worth it. Simultaneously, they lost another tank on the other side here, and there goes another one. Could not really point out where that exactly has happened here. A good kill by the VZ of the Rhinoceronte right before dying. So they were still securing them. Another kill here. 5 tanks against merely 3, and that's another one down here. Only leaving 2 in the game. The caps don't matter at this point anymore. Hype is not having the tanks available anymore in order to get home the cap win here. This is only 1 last tank left, which is completely isolated on that D cap. The sole remaining cap here for that RV215B for the Hype team. And he is getting pushed on to still using that speed boost, trying to maybe, I don't know what. There was nothing he could do at this point anymore. Alright, that was the very first game here. Lozi just showing some great game already in terms of crossfire, just demonstrating what a skilled team might do when they are taking proper positions. The team of Hype actually not having a bad idea there by moving back into their own spawn, but it was way too late. They took the caps, but the issue was really that they could not hold the caps without giving up all the map to the enemies. Like, standing on the 3 caps meant that they were all in one pack, clustered in one little spot of the map, allowing the enemies to get all the way around them so that the team of Hype was not having anywhere to hide. So in order to avoid getting crossfired from too many different angles, they had the idea of just taking one side or the other. They could have either pushed down into the enemy spawn, they could have pushed back into their own spawn in order to just free themselves from the pincer move of the enemies. But it did not work out because the thought was just coming a little bit too late, as the enemy forces were already right behind them. They were not really wanting to push forwards because they did not know whether there was some bait or so some more tanks in the rear. Also, they did know that there were the German super heavies still in front of them, so they rather wanted to avoid them, push back into their own spawn. And it might have worked out if they did so earlier, maybe right at the start already. This was not working out like that for them, but we are going to see some more games here. Of course, it is a best of 5, so at least 3 wins, or just, yeah, 3 wins are needed in order to win this game here. Also, let me just update the score, and yep, let's jump over. Why is it minimizing like that? That's annoying. Whenever I press away from the game, it's still happening. Why? I mean, I cannot update the score if I... Anyways, if the score on the right side, of course not. That's annoying. Okay. Again, a blind shot here already by Punisher. I don't know where that one went, but again, they're doing the same thing here of destroying the barn door in order to have some eyes on that enemy cap here, which is already being taken by the T100 LT, who is capping by speed. The question is whether he will get out of there safely. Or is he going to get shot by Baby Potato? He is spotted. Baby Potato failing his shot down. Cap advantage to Hype again. But you could already see... Oh, Lucy here losing some crucial hit points on a VK90. Great move by Navoso. Moving up to the side together with the VK72 in order to shoot onto that C-cap here. Right at the start. Yeah, we could already see Lucy doesn't care too much about the caps here. They rather care about the positions. Hype will have the cap advantage again, as they will be able to take base D for free. This time, I am more happy with the positions that they are taking, since they are securing the map control. Something they did not do on the last game, since they decided to all go for the push onto the heavy flank. This time they are still having some VK72C in the rear. Although I'm not too sure whether they are actually having enough tanks here, because the VK72 isn't covered at all. This guy is not too close either. He's still there, but still, we're having 2 tanks pretty isolated here. We could see that some similar strategy by Serenity, but they were having, or some other team here, they were having some TDs behind. I think it was Love playing that one. Yeah, Team of Love was playing that one. And here we can see Lucy increasing the pressure in order to secure that C-cap. They failed doing so. Flexible has taken base C. Triple cap advantage again for the team of Hype, but we can see some movement going on over here. Flexible in the 200 light tank has overcommitted, has not been able to spot the VZTD pushing onto him, and I don't think he will be able to... Yes, he is actually able to circle, but there comes another one here. Kitsune Escort moving in. The T100 trying to escape, taking a big shot. But there is a big IG into the rear of Punisher. And by the VZTD from over there. T100 still trying to run away. Does an amazing job. Gets away from Kitsune, who is not having the mobility to chase that light tank. So the T100 is still in the game. Gun advantage. F. Yeah, gun advantage to the team of Hype for the moment. Game is starting again. Please, quick. So we don't miss out on too much stuff. Postavlenia also died here. Double gun advantage for Hype, and also they still have a massive cap point advantage. Hypnotizing also here, not in a great situation, losing out to Nev also. Still having some help from the side there. Nevoso has to penetrate his shot, does not have the shot there. But it's a cap advantage, a cap win here for the team of Hype. Oh man. Excuse the little crash there. That was obviously not great, but yeah. And what is actually going on? Why is it that the game is just constantly closing whenever I press something else? Is that always like this? It wasn't so much of an issue last time. Pretty sure of that. There, I could definitely adjust the score and stuff. I mean... Left Alt plus Enter to switch game to window mode. And well, but then we're having the... Oh, then it's not fitting anymore. Oh, wait. Let's hope this works. No, no, the overlay isn't fitting anymore. Which isn't great either. Man. Anyways. Yeah. The thing is now I'm having the bar on top and cannot get rid of that. I've already played around with this kind of stuff. Well, thanks, Simon. Okay. We're switching maps, by the way. We're switching to vineyards. So now we have that bar on top there. I will have to play around with that a little bit still. Because it is not perfect like that. Yeah, maybe I'll just... Oh, okay, I will have a solution for that for next stream. Unfortunately, I cannot set Blitz to windowed full screen mode like other games. I already tried testing that or finding that option, but yeah. Okay. So the team of Lozi heading towards the city with multiple tanks, but so is the team of Hype. VZTDs moving in here. Hype having the advantage in the city. The question is whether that's going to matter all too much here. No one spotted. Base A and B have been taken. Base B is usually the first... No, it was not first one. It's actually base A that has been taken first in this specific scenario. But B is a little bit easier to take usually. I'm a little bit surprised that this time it was not the case. Now base C is getting taken again. Hype playing for the cap control here at the start. Having that tank spotted though. Oh, look at this. Amazing crossfire here. Setting up the VZTDs in the rear here in order to secure the batshit while capping the base. And Baby Potato being the only one able to shoot that C-cap. Getting punished heavily. 1.6k hit points left. Double caps. And also the advantage of the hit points here on the side of Hype. Lozi is going for a move. And the Batshit might have overcommitted into the corner here. Might have underestimated the risk. Taking another shot. Being perma-spotted by the 200 light tank. At least for the next 20 seconds. He can run away. Maybe. Maybe the Batshit can run away. He's still spotted. And others are still pressuring him. Does he count properly? Does he panic? Does he run too early? Gets shot by the others then. Now he's unspotted again. So he definitely has to run away. Punisher maybe still spotting him. That's very close there. Nope. Batshit managed to run away here. Put himself into a huge risk in the corner here. Stayed for way too long without having sufficient backup by his teammates. But still he managed to get out of there. Since lozi was being careful about moving in. Because they did not expect the Batshit to be that isolated. And the Batshit is getting aggressive again. And I don't see this being a good move here. Since he does get pushed onto by Punisher already. And there are other times pre-aiming him. The Batshit loses a lot of hit points. He's getting pushed onto by Kitsune from behind now. And is getting taken out here. Big misplay by the Batshit. Moving on to the B-cap. Low on hit points. Having so many tanks spotted. But Punisher now getting punished by all these VZTDs in the corner, in the city, and they are not able to take him out. But B is still on side of Hype. They managed to decap the base successfully. Gun advantage to the team of lozi though, but they have to move in now. Base B being taken again by the 200 light tank this time, who is able to hide there. Base C is also being stopped here. Hit points still on side of Hype. Now it's all about taking out some tanks here. First gun out. Or actually two are out already. Another one's out. But this time on the side of the team of lozi. And they also just lost Punisher here. Very close with the cap points. Already 935. We were at 975 points. Again, we are there. Another tank has been taken out on the other side. It's all about the kills now. And lozi does have the triple cap advantage. They will probably win the game on the points here. Cap points about to take over for the team of lozi. And that's the cap ruin here for them. They actually still managed to take all the caps back here. Amazing job by them. Stopping all the bases. Going for just enough kills in order to make sure that we're not losing out on the points here. And we're still getting the cap ruin in the very end here. And they did not start with playing for the caps, unlike Hype did. They just did a phenomenal job at pushing back into the enemies. And also really here, Batshit could have stayed alive. That was not needed for him there to die in this situation. Unfortunately, that was also a big disadvantage then from that point for the team of Hype. It could have worked out better, potentially. Ah, man. So win number 2 for the team of lozi. And let me... No, let me just adjust something real quick. Yeah. Good, so you can see that at least. Yeah, the other stuff isn't just perfect like this. I don't know why I wasn't struggling with the last streams. This time, with the minimizing game, it's, yeah. No, never mind. Let's not get distracted too much by that. I do notice that I do get carried away a little bit here. lozi only one win away from winning the third game here, winning against Hype and getting to the next match immediately. I can maximize window afterwards. Let's try that. Full screen mode. Can I do that? No, it's hidden now. Of course, okay. Yep. Alright. Vineyards once more. Batshit not going for the cap, going for the decapping move here. To the side. Base A is being taken by Nervoso, who is expecting to be safe. Now being spotted. Taking a first shot. Kitsune also takes a hit here. Double tap of Nervoso though. Also, the mouse taking a hit by Punisher. And another one here by Baby Potato. The mouse is slow tank to move up to this aggressive hold down position. Getting punished for doing so. This wasn't all too perfect of a start here for the team of Hype. They again have the cap point advantage, but they don't even have any hit point advantage anymore this time. And now Lozi is taking the bases and using the information in order to take some advantage again. They will leave one VZTD over here in order to shoot to base A, potentially even pressure alone here. Risky call. He is getting aggressive without having much backup at all. But there are a lot of spots available for the team of Lozi here on the other side, while they are relocating their team towards the city here. They are going to make a play for base C. Base A probably as well with the VZTDs over here. We can see this VZ kind of looking at the mouse and looking at the A cap. Flame also increased the pressure here. Everyone else is just hiding. Those guys aren't even trying to peek here. Thinking about the relocation already, we can see Hypnotizing. Turning there. He did a blind shot into the... Not a blind shot. He did destroy this hut here. Just for later on. We can see another relocation by the Rhinocerontes here. Moving up towards base A. Not going to be a push for base C here in this case. Lozi going for the A cap. Going for the mouse. Going for the mouse here with the Rhinocerontes from beneath. Clips loaded. Big surprise coming in. Mouse going to die here already. Great call here by Lozi. But they're going to lose some hit points for that, as well as Cortel in the VZTD is overlooking the river. But base A is being taken as well. The mouse is out. Base C is being contested here by one single VZ who also just died. Also Kitsune somehow died. I don't know what happened to the batshit. But base A is being taken down. Look at that. Ammo rack actually here. Guns being even though. But the caps are on side of Lozi. Yet there is the batshit sneakily moving into the B cap from behind here. Getting the cap advantage again. 995 points for Hype. Already 1k points for the team of Hype. And that's a cap win for the first time for Hype here. Actually the second win for them. But still. Hype actually coming back here. I was so focused on the push onto base A that I did not keep track of the push on the other side here. Where I don't know what exactly happened there, just as I don't know why this game is getting stuck here. This is... yeah, okay, we're back. Hype was apparently pushing in on the city, in the city there. And doing so successfully. That was actually a misplay by the guys from Lozi. They were having some tanks in the city still, which they should not have had there. I mean, that was just a free kill of the VZTD on base C, which was just too aggressive there. I'm not sure what exactly was the plan there. Maybe some miscommunication always may happen in the heat of the battle. But I don't know. I don't know. Also, I did not see the batshit dying. Which, of course, also... The batshit is usually the most important tank of the game. Because it is able to just secure caps in the very end. It is able to crossfire and stuff. Like the enemy batshit did here. The batshit of Team Hype. Just moving into the B cap in the end still. Although it wasn't even about that in order to win the game. It was just about the earlier cap lead and then making sure that we're not losing out too much on the trades there. So we're ending up in a tiebreaker. Both teams just need one more win. Surprisingly close here with these games of Lucy versus Hype. Last game of this encounter. And let's head up here, Middleburg it is at this time. Hitsuni going to spot here. Going for the hill on the outer side. Spotting exactly nothing so far. But of course he doesn't see what is coming in the rear there. But he should be expecting this. He does now outspot the VZTD. We've got multiple tanks lining up their shots down here. They have waited for the batshit to get spotted in this area potentially. As Kitsune was going for a wide spot, hoping to spot the batshit moving up to the flank here. Lozi's plan kind of failed, but it is not really any issue at all. They still managed to secure the cap advantage. Base A is now also taken. First time Lozi is having the cap advantage actually. But Hype is set up better for taking base C as well. They do have a Badger in a phenomenal position here, who is able to just use the gun depression in order to overlook base A. You can see them just being absolutely hell down there. Just getting the gun above the ridge line. Having a perfect tank for that. Base A is not being contested here by the team of Lozi. Hype is now in base C already. Oh my goodness me! Full life armor rack by of Punisher here. Oh damn! That might be the game winning shot already. So early in the game. OMG. Suddenly we're having Lozi facing one tank more. And they are all in strong positions here on top of the map. Securing base C. No real way of pushing into base A. With a Badger right behind. Or maybe Kitsune is able to cap there. Hype is preparing for that to happen though. They might already go for the repush. Countering base A here. No. They don't do so yet. Waiting for stuff to happen on base C. They kind of expect a move over there. They don't know what exactly is in the city. They only know that there are some tanks on top of the hill here. Kitsune losing a lot of hit points as he probably tried to take base A. They're also pushing in here. So is Flexible. Failed HE shot, but still Kitsune is out here. Strong repush by the team of Hype into the city. But Stavlienne also now in focus fire. Not having any way out. Going to get deleted there. That's another kill. Base C is being contested again. Being taken back by the team of Lozi. First one down. Low in hit points here. But 980 points for team of Hype already. Lozi is having to go full YOLO now. They did manage to get another kill here. They will have to take some more kills. They will have to take back the caps. But that's the cap ruin for the team of Hype here. With that kill shot of the FV215B. Damn. Armor rack here. Full life of Punisher. And that was, I think actually, honestly, Hype would have won this even without the armor rack. It's just my theory here. But they did a great move. They did have their eyes on base A. They did really repush nicely. They would have won the A side anyways. They would have been able to kill that VK72 under batshit. Kitsune actually did 0 damage. Was getting overconfident here. Also the VK-72 getting killed there. So I think Hype would have won this even if they didn't get that ammo rack. Maybe Lucy would not have pushed down in the city and would have pushed the hill if they had one more tank to do so. Just an idea. Like this, they didn't have enough spots to really go aggressive for this, get aggressive in the city there. Like this, they were just having very little amount of information and just pushing by C, pushing base. I mean the push of base C was coming fairly light. So they didn't really collect any information then. But Hype just did a great job here with the relocation down into the city. That was really well played by them. Alright. Guys, we are having a bit of time until the next game is starting. I believe, yes. We're still having a giveaway running. Just so you know, giveaway is running on the Discord server if you just joined. Make sure to follow the link in the chat. Let me just post it again there. And join the Discord server. Press the giveaway button on the announcements channel and you will be able to enter 2 battle passes and 4 esports containers, which contain something like tanks even and some other nice stuff. Definitely worth it. Alright. Bear with me if I mess up one or the other shot. I'm usually a touch player, but I think usually, yeah, PC also works quite well. Hasn't been all too horrible last times I tried it. But I'm just too lazy to switch over. So, let's just play Foch and support my light tank over here. Oh, someone else. I'm still unspotted. Oh, Sheridan, why do you do this? Why is he just doing this? Let's ram him. Ouch. Anyways, I'm fine. I don't think I can get him still. I messed up here, honestly. Yeah, I really messed up with this one. No gun depression. I mean, I could have probably taken out that guy, the TVP there. If I get myself into a better position. Good. Can I just kill him? Oh, come on. Off. Fuck off. Oh, man. What was shooting me there? AMX probably. Nice. I would have rather shot the Yak, but I would have died if I did so. Maybe. Okay, I do not have much backup here actually. I'm completely on my own against a 3. Ah, such a crucial shot. I will just run away. Oh no, that's not good. Nah. I honestly noticed too late that I was being that alone. I was having some backup and I just didn't pay enough attention to my teammates there. They just died and those guys here were flanking for so long. I should have been aware of that, honestly. Was so focused on just trying to get the 60 piece still, the BZ75. There was a question on the chat as well, why the VK72 is being played. Let me answer that for you. Main reason is this little thingy here. 6% to the tank hit points, increases the hit points to 2.7k. Then we've got tanks and rounds and adrenaline, both increasing the DPM. I mean, 15% DPM increase, because the average damage per shot is increased by 15%. This one increases the DPM by 17%. So we end up at 32% DPM increase here for just 20-30 seconds. Which does help a lot. So the DPM gets to be quite good by that, and also you do have a lot of hit points and you do have a really bouncy armor that is not easy to penetrate. So, yep, just, it's a troll tank. Let's say it like that. Even the good players will definitely struggle with that turret. Okay, my mediums are not moving. Maybe they're turning around. Over here, I would not mind that. I would actually prefer fighting for this side. Nice. I will actually try shooting by A here. I think I hit the track only without dealing any damage. But let's keep moving. I cannot really fight the IS-7 there. Let's try killing Leo PTI and also E100, who's going to help him out. Oh, oh, nice ping. Nice ping spike right there. Perfect timing, right? Oof. Troll armor for the win. Something's on the hill there. I might have to back off, otherwise I'll get killed. Goodbye. IS-7 is taking base A right now. Okay, I guess I'm fine here. Ah. Nice. S2B will be coming for me, I guess. Might be coming over there. And also, I'm not happy with being a one-shot while I'm having an IS-7 behind me. And my medium... Look at this. Enemies have like all the caps, almost. Apart from... Nice. Apart from by C. And I'm getting pushed onto... And I will die here, that's for sure. Yeah. He's also going to die, I hope. No, come on, come on. Nice. That was a pretty bad move by him. We have good chances of winning now. Oh, nice. Great. We may also just lose. Oh, nice. He's a one-shot. Okay. Oh, that pink spike there. Yeah, last one was defeat. I've had a kind of useless team, but honestly, it's just I should have been aware of the risk. What was requested? AMX M4, a tank that I don't usually play since it got nerfed a lot. Actually, it's not great anymore. It can do stuff. It's not horrible. You can play it like pretty much every tank in the game, apart from 183. But yeah, it is definitely playable. You just have only a strong turret. Apart from that, you don't have much. That's a problem. You do have decent amount of hit points though. If I remember correctly, let's see. Hit points. We'll see them in a bit. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, I would be happy if you also left a thumbs up. YouTube algorithm stuff, and just to make sure that you do see the content again, because YouTube will only show it to you and others if you do give the thumb up or subscribe, comment, whatever. And I will also be happy to see you back on the next streams on Discord as well, where we're also still having the giveaway running right now. VK as a damage dealer tank, yeah, just as a tanking tank. Makes sense, right? I mean, it's a German super heavy. It's not great at impacting damage. It can just punish the enemies for doing mistakes. That's what it can do really nicely. But it is not a tank that you just run around with and deal a lot of damage, because it doesn't have any DPM. Okay, nice. That guy is going to keep trying here until he's dead. Pretty sure of that. Oh! He's very aggressive with a tank that doesn't have a lot of armor. Right in front of the enemies. And it's very nice that he's also blocking me doing so. But okay, the gorilla was just not really intending to win here. Okay, I'm getting pushed onto. No. I abandoned the push again. No. I'm still having a lot of hit points, actually. 2,750 really is a lot of hit points. That cannot be neglected, honestly. Last shot over there, maybe? Oh my gosh. Nice luck. I might have another one. Come on. Oh, yep. Nice RNG on these last shots here. Definitely. I think I can go for another quick game. 7 minutes until next game is starting. Let's go for IMX. Also, let me quickly refresh here. Okay, game starting. 6 minutes. Let's hope it won't take too long. I really like this kind of overview when playing on PC again. You do see quite a bit more than on PC, on touch. No, that was not good. Oh yeah. We can already win the right side quite easily. I'm probably going to get pushed onto by the type. No, he was there, type 71. No, FE215B, what am I talking? Oh, okay. Anyways, let's keep going. My teammates are taking care of that E50M already, or E50. And I can still shoot him twice. Reload. Ah! That's not good. There's 183 to my front. Oof. I moved. Who am I going for? Actually, let's go for IMX. I want an HE clip into him. Maybe I can't. Nope. Not going to work out. Nice. I doubt that he still has shots. As he's turning wildly. Come on. Nice. Ah. Oh, armor rack, okay. Next game is starting in 3 minutes, perfect. That still works out. Was actually a lovely game, just typical autoloader AMX gameplay. But a great example of that actually. Just moving up to the middle, cross-firing, trying to help the mediums. Going for a move, then pushing out some flank. And... farming a little bit. Okay. So next game is going to be Hype versus Asel. Alright, that means that Asel won then. I can show you here. Yep. Show group number 8. So Vio lost, or Vira lost against Asel 3-1. So that we are having Asel versus Hype in the upper bracket finals. And they are still having 2 lives here, both of them. While Lozi versus Viro ends up in the lower bracket semifinals. They are only having 1 life from now on. They will have to make sure to not mess up anymore and not get ammo wrecked anymore in specifics. Yeah, in order to still get their chance to the grand finals here. Also, to Lozi, it doesn't matter that much, to be honest. They just are not at huge risk, but still they are not having a massive advantage in the top 8 or on top of the top 8. They can still drop out potentially if they were just not winning today and everyone else was winning. So yeah, they were just having a bad time then potentially. So for them, it's also still important to have some good games, definitely. Okay, let me just jump over here into the tournament room overlay, and then I can talk about the lineup for a second, maybe. That will also still work. So we're having the map of Middleburg, which we've already seen by Hype versus Lozy on the last game, actually. And it looks like Hype is going for some similar strategy. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. They are having a Badger again, as they had last game already. They might be taking the Badger into that corner in order to secure the heavy cap once more. Although this time, yeah, actually they are on the same spawn, so I'm not sure whether they're going to do the exact same move. Just counting on Asel to not have seen the stream. And they are playing double VK90s here. Awesome side scraping tanks. Great accuracy as well. Great penetration. While on side of Asel, we are seeing the VK72s instead, which are just not having that much armor, but are more punchy and are having more hit points. They're having the big gun with the tungsten rounds as well. Asel also playing an AMX 50B. A tank that I always love seeing. For whatever reason, we're not having any in-game sound anymore. How's that? Never mind. 50B here, making his way towards the city, trying to pre-aim base A. Making sure that... Oh my god, there's the bad shit, trying to decap base B. Got punished for that already. Lost one big shot worth of hit points here, down to 1.2k hit points. He's moving out again, moving up the hill. Team of Asel getting aggressive here in the city. Having the Badger in focus already. Badger still in a great hull down spot, but is not invincible to the VZTDs here. They are also shooting HE already. If they are using calibrated shells, they will definitely be able to penetrate with the heat shells. You can see Stasi aiming in carefully here. Failing the shot though, not seeing much of that tank, but there is another one. It is a light right who just penetrated there, or maybe it was Young. The Badger is already down to 449 hit points, but still some fired shots here. An HE flying into the Badger now. The next HE will be able to take him out, but he's fairly nicely hidden here. He's just barely showing his tank. And the enemies are afraid of moving in, but they finally managed to take him out here. But Hype is counter-pushing. Hype is getting back into the city. They lost 2 tanks already, but they are trying to move back in here, yet they are not really having any tank to focus out. VZ over here down to 1 shot already. Still putting out some great shot here, double tap. VK down to a 1 shot, but Hype lost way too many hit points, lost way too many tanks as well. That push was not coming in with any success here. They really lost out all the tanks. Look at that. A nice IG into the AMX 50B, but it's really not going to matter all too much here. With the last one already being low on hit points as well there. 1k points as well to the team of Asel with a double cap city strat. Okay, let me just restart the game actually, because of not having any game sound. Okay. 1 second, it's loading, stuck loading. Yeah. Having issues. By fixing them right now. So we are back. And there was the first win to the team of Asel. Strong strategy by them. Hype also just getting a tad too aggressive there, with the counter push especially. The Badger was absolutely stuck, and it was up to Hype to go for some move. but they really needed to find some tank to focus out, and they didn't. That was a big problem. They still just pushed in, they lost the budget in no time, and they really ended up without any advantage, without taking back any tanks here for losing the badger. That wasn't working out at all. Next game on Middleburg again. A lot of German super heavies here. Cheeky Squirrel asking on the chat right now, any benefit from watching tournaments for regular standard rating battles? Yes, absolutely. But don't really try to do the same moves that they are doing here, because it only works in a team constellation of having many people communicating with each other. But you can still learn a lot about team play in general, about this, how people are working together in the best way. Stuff that usually doesn't work in random games, but still you can make use of that knowledge for randoms as well. And also for platooning especially. The T100 LT going for a very aggressive spotting move here, not spotting anything. So he decides to immediately get down here. A random move you should not be doing, because you might really be stuck there. But he knows that he has his teammates here. He is spotting up the middle line. The tank's crossing in over towards base A. He did read the lineup carefully. He did notice enemies having a lot of German super heavies. So he did know... Oh my gosh, mouse is burning. Mouse burned down, lost a lot of hit points here. But it was kind of obvious that Team of Hype was going down into the city with this kind of lineup. And Asel immediately made use of that information, preparing greatly for that. Sent down their tanks already in order to secure the A cap here. Mouse is trying to cover his teammates, the T100 LT trying to take the base. He is sitting there in the cap. The Mouse did manage to cover the T100, but the T100 still takes a big hit here by the VK72. Was it really worth it? Flexible managed to take base A, but lost a lot of hit points. And Miku getting really aggressive here with his battle, maybe way too aggressive. Getting shot there, getting focused hard by everyone. There he goes. Out of the fight he is. The light tank here, the batshit, just trying way too hard to get the T100 and get behind the enemies. That was a free kill. A Flexible is also going to die here. So is Rose Gold. Stasi also getting killed there. Two guns out on either side. Mouse down. There goes another one here on the side of Hype. The Mouse down to one shot, cannot get killed for the moment. The hit points are still very close, but there's an ammo rack. Not sure how many hit points those have been, but the Team of Hype is not having many tanks left on the field here. 2 against 6 or 5 here right now. Only one tank left. Hype just bleeding so much for this push into the city. And Asel preparing greatly for the move here. Really like to see that light tank just pushing down there, aggressively spotting up the enemies. Noticing that the enemies were not going to go up to the hill. So very quick adjustment to the strategy. All tanks were going down in order to secure the A cap. Punish the A cap. And it was probably this Mouse here who was responsible for securing his T100 LT right behind him. So he lost all his hit points for that. Or maybe it was the one which burned down actually. Could have also been the other one who was shielding there. So that was just Asel really doing a great job here. Hype playing a kind of predictable strategy. I'm not sure whether the Mouse moving through the B line was actually needed. It was kind of just giving away one tank's position there without securing much of an advantage. Second win for Asel already. in the upper bracket finals here. Looks good for Asel. They might just head towards the upper bracket or to the grand final with this game already, as it is a match point for Asel. Cheeky's rule still lamenting about the positions being too specific for random games. Yeah, you cannot just copy the positions one to one, because these people are thinking a lot about where they can set up their tanks in order to have perfect teamwork. They want some great crossfire onto one specific cap, for example. They want to be able to make some good push. But what I personally also learned really from playing tournaments is that you can literally play any map anywhere. And it all just depends on the teamwork that you're going for, on the awareness of your team's positions and making use of that and adjusting your own position accordingly. And here you're really seeing what the game can be if you are using all the information that is available, if you are really also communicating with your teammates. Even though random games are a different playstyle, since you're playing with one tank only and not 7 tanks against 7. You're just... Random games are about being able to carry bad teams. Just like that. You cannot expect great teams. A mistake that, or misconception that many decent players are having. They're flexible here, trying to spot up the C area. Sometimes a great spot. In this case, he did get punished already. Double cap by the batshits on base B. Very quick cap, but they're also losing hit points for that. Flexible there to punish the batshits. Another few shots. And the batshits are kind of stuck here. There are still a lot of TTs aiming for them. Big shot into Miku. But they do manage to get out of there alive. They do have the cap B here. Now they need to make sure to secure that one. Asel has a lot of tanks set up to defend base B as well. But they're getting crossfired by the STB as well. Oh, they're losing a lot of hit points here. They're down to 10,000 hit points already. The enemy is still having 12,000 right now, also losing a lot of hit points here. Flexible on the VZTD also down to a 2-shot potentially. A lot of trades here on this game, which is kind of uncommon for Castilla especially. But cap advantage for Asel. Team of Hype going for the A cap. Risky call to go for it, but they expect most of the enemies to be on base C already. They have collected a lot of information. And the STB is spotting the hill a little bit. The batshit did get away with base A unharmed. Batshit's trying to spot a bit more aggressively, spotting up Sprinter, who's also spotting him here. All fine for both of them. Still, it is Asel with the advantage. And Hype will have to go for a move. The question is, what can they do? Pushing for base B would mean that this IS-7 could spot up all this area. And he is having some backup by one IS-7 and double VZTD. Just look at this. This is what I mean by teamwork here. One IS-7 spotting, using the backup of his teammates. That's what you can also do in random games, totally. Just using the information of the positions of your teammates and making sure to get them into the game, to somehow engage them in case you get pushed onto or so. He is standing there aggressively, not doing much. He only needs to spot and waits for some move of the enemies, because he doesn't know he does have more caps than the enemies. So Hype will still have to do a move here. The STB sneaking up right behind. Here is the T100 actually AFK. No, he's in the bush. He is unspotted still. No way. He is actually unspotted in the bush. Oh my gosh, these balls. These nerves of steel here. To stand there and not move at all. He is spotting for his teammates, actually. The STP has no clue where he did get spotted from. And it might be that we can see these tanks shooting down the STP once he overcommits just a little bit. Oh, damn. But I'm sure that if the STP would peek right there, for example, he would also be able to spot the ulti. Ulti now also spotting the other tanks moving into the B cap. He's still not shooting at all. Just giving the spots to his teammates. And there's the IS-7 shooting into the batshit. T100 maybe now going for the kill shot. No, he just bounced off of the batshit. Takes a shot in return. Takes another shot here. Fails a shot as he has to drop down. Oh, what a fail. What a painful fail. He could have killed the batshit there. Still, amazing way of spotting the enemies. It did work out for a fairly long time. Base B is still being taken by the VK-72, but Rose Gold loses on hit points here. The IS-7 will get the kill on the next shot already. It is actually the 200 LT moving up here sneakily from the side. Great job. Caps being secured again. Both teams actually lost one tank here. Also the batshit on side of Asel died. STB still in a really strong position here. Can now crossfire the VZTD, which is getting pushed onto. He has to move forward to avoid getting shot from behind, but is getting killed from the side. Great crossfire here. Great teamwork again with a focus fire. And also Young in the VZ is struggling a lot with his position. Can still turn around to get that HE shot in. Also base C has been taken. T100 just died here, but base C and B are still inside of Asel. But only 3 tanks against 5 here. Asel is struggling. If that batshot was only dead. If that one shot was only not bouncing earlier. But the IS-7 is now attempting to go in here. Pushing in from behind the batshot so he can still run away quite easily. Another one got killed here. The TD over there. But also 1 VZ still got killed. 2 versus 4. Batshit down to a 1 shot. Maybe this batshit can take out the other batshit. That would be amazing for the IS-7 here. They can still win on the points. 940 points for them. Both caps stopped now. If they do get 2 kills here, they can win the game. Miku is coming in. Miku can potentially get the kill here. Can decap base B for now. It is all about getting out that batshit. Asel maybe committing to... No, it's a cap win already for the team of Hype. Jeez. Actually, they still managed to come back here. Really, really close game in the very end still. Was a very interesting gameplay here with the 200 LT's spotting position. Just sitting in that bush for so long. Allowing his teammates to make use of the spots, although they were not really able to punish anyone really badly. I think the VK still in base B got spot there, but it could have also been the IS-7 just spotting him. Maybe we can see the assisted damage here. Only 6 to 1. That's actually not much at all. It could have been really effective. It was not working out in this case here. And in the end, it was rather about just getting the kills. Oh man, that one batshit that survived still. That one bounce from off of the front there. And that means we are still going to see another game here, at least, because Hype just came back. 1 win for them. They still need another 2 wins now. Asel only needs 1 more win in order to secure this next game here, or just secure the win against Hype. But still, Hype does have 2 lives here. They can still drop down into the lower bracket. Just seeing a comment. It's false advertising because of advertising team play, which you can't see in the real game. Mate, you can also play different kind of gameplays. Like you can play rating games, you can play randoms with a platoon mate. You can play special game modes. Each of them does have a different play style. Esports tournaments are like the tip of the iceberg, where you only get one to really understand the game, and you can of course enter that at any stage. You can also play quick tournaments. Everyone can join quick tournaments and try to get these games in here. I highly suggest actually trying esports or trying some quick tournaments at some point as well. It can be a lot of fun to play with some friends or just getting to know some people on your clan, making some new friends. But each game mode is different, of course, and the gameplay of tournaments of the best players of the game is definitely different from that what you see in random games. Like, you can play soccer on your parking lot and you can play soccer in a Champions League finals. You get the difference, right? Hopefully. I wonder how many soccer fans are complaining about Champions League not being realistic. Never heard that before. Oh, game just got stuck for a second. Remember, sitting on a hill, spotting the C area while his teammates are all on base A. Both teams have secured 1 cap, as well as been getting a bit more aggressive here on base A. They also got a lot of map control. The VZTD still overlooking base B somewhat. That only works due to him having backup from behind from base A still. Asel really aggressive here to get that far behind the enemies into their spawn there. Still having the light tank in order to spot. Hype is preparing a move to shoot out the light tank. They can get behind here to make sure to get that light tank from every angle. But we can see Sprinter moving up to help his teammate. And the Batshit is already turning around. Sprinter took a shot. Rose Gold also in a strong high-down position. Hype is going for a move here. They apparently plan on pushing out Sprinter. Sprinter will not be able to run away there. This could be working out really nicely, as I don't really think that Asel is prepared to counter this move here by pushing in on the other side. The light tank is still getting crossfired from over there. So far the shots are not really connecting. But Sprinter is now under heavy pressure here. 3 tanks onto him. They are not going to let him escape there. Double tap here. 942 damage only. But the next shot is going to get the kill, that's for sure. The others are already turning around here, making sure they can get elsewhere. And the T100 will have to run away. But we can see a counter push onto the Kranwagen, who's still covered by his teammates from there. The Astabee just died right before getting their kill in. And also Mamelin is down to a 1-shot. 41 hit points only. That's an HE 1-shot already. And he did get killed still. Did not have the chance of running away here. But we could see the VZTDs moving back in, killing their Kranwagen, while also taking another big shot. Rose Gold, they got killed. 3 tanks down on side of Asel, while Hype lost 2 tanks only. And Batshit now going for a sneaky move behind the VZTDs. Quick track shot there is going to keep circling potentially. Still behind here. Great crossover by Hype on this game. Absolutely well done. Not much of a chance for Asel. And their attempts at pushing were failing so badly. Now Lightweight is getting pushed out by the Batshit. The 200 on the hill still also not really able to get into the fight all too much. Stazzy, last one standing. We'll probably still have a very last shot, and that's about it then. So that's the team of Hype coming back here with a really interesting, a really nice, strong performance here, just pushing out the VZTD, which tried to secure his teammate on the hill. I mean, the light tank on the hill there was responsible for overlooking base C, so they could decap that base still. As he was at risk, Hype sent in, or Asel sent in a tank to help him. Hype really reading that information nicely, counter pushing there, and Asel not coming up with a plan to counter that move again on time in a safe manner. Maybe they would have been more successful just taking base B still, but Hype luckily did not commit hard with all the tanks here. They just sent in 3 tanks there, or 4 tanks, to push out that one VZTD, while the others still made sure to cover the other side, to cover the B cap, which was very important here for securing the win of the team. We're going to switch the maps now to Hellas. Again, Asel is playing multiple STB1s. They do like that tank. Apparently also a T100 LT. On the last tournament, we could still see some more batchets and very few, if any, T100 LTs. It did come back, and I think it actually is still a great tank. Also, the team of Hype now playing with double STB1s. Tiebreaker. Winner takes all here. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Often we can see teams moving towards to the seaside passively here. The STBs will be great in the corner though. T100 LT spotting in the middle. Spotting one VK72. Nothing else. Spotting the VK90 as well. Getting spotted, has to be very careful now. So far, nothing else has been spotted by the team of Hype, which did get aggressive with the STBs here. Interesting move through the canal, double STB, while the VZTD took base B there. Cap advantage to the team of Asel on base C though. So it's currently looking good for Asel. They're having better map control, but they're also having to make sure that they cover base A. Otherwise, Hype would just have a huge cap point advantage there. So Asel is repositioning themselves. They do know that there is not much to the front apart from some campus. So they're already falling back here in order to overlook base A. They're also having the T100 LT set up in a bush here, a knocked down tree. But the team of Hype is already rethinking their choices here. They are relocating already. Not even attempting to go for A. Trying to re-push by C with all their forces. And as the team of Asel is currently still split up quite a lot, this might be a very successful push, but it will have to come fast. They will have to be very quick and get some kills in. Young with the i7 already lost half the hit points. The push is coming and it's losing a lot of hit points. VZTD lost half the hit points as well. But there will be some free kills right to the front. STB getting shots, not taking any shots though. Young still fairly safe, fairly covered here, but he will go down, that's for sure. Asel though, pulling their forces over to secure that i7. The kill will not last much longer. There it is, first kill, but look at the hit points that the team of Hype lost for this. Asel is being quick at coming over here, securing the YC, pushing on to the VK90 at the moment with Stazzy and the STB. YC is given up here. Navoso is going for the cap. There comes Mamalin on the VZTD, putting a big shot into Navoso, putting him down to a one shot. Who is still trying to put out a last shot, but actually just shooting the dead tank there. Navoso, one shot, trying to desperately move forwards in order to somehow bounce off the enemy there, but it's not happening. 3 versus 4. A lot more hit points for Asel. We also do have the gun advantage. Mamalin now pushing in, losing a lot of hit points, putting out a shot for only 500 damage there. But the STB is also down on hit points. There flies a turret off to 100, being able to hide behind a rock and not going to get killed there. Flexible, being a little bit unflexible with his TD in this situation, cannot reach that to 100. Getting circled from behind. They are only leaving the VK72 out of the fight here in the very end, who is still flanking around. Hype attempted a push onto YC, got spotted, got punished, and Asel really doing a nice job at repositioning all the forces here. Great job. Good game by the team of Asel once more. I think the mistake of Hype here was to really send all tanks back into the own spawn and go for that massive push. The problem being like this, that the team of Hype was just having all tanks like spearheading into one direction, while Asel was having a lot of map control. They were sitting on a by C, they were sitting in the middle of the map, and they were sitting in the rear. Those tanks in the rear, they were obviously a little bit far away for helping out on by C, but the tanks in the middle and the ones on C, they could all shoot those guys moving into by C from Hype here. So there was a lot of map control, a lot of good crossfire, and the guys on by C on the side of Asel really didn't struggle all too much. They were just still able to fall back and cover quite nicely, help each other for long enough in order to just trade down the enemies and not lose out on the hit point advantage. Quite contrary to that, they actually gained the hit point advantage by this failed push there of the team of Hype. I think what should have happened here, what Hype should have done, was to send in some tanks through the middle, or also maybe some tank into base B first, while still sending some tanks towards base C, some tanks through the middle to pincer those guys on C, something like that, something a little bit more refined, and just trying to pincer out some tanks a little bit better than just sending everything in. Just was kind of a head to the wall move here in this situation, I would say. Although it was definitely not a horrible plan. I think that's at this point you could see a little bit of what just differentiates the top 4 teams there to the teams of Hype and the likes here. I would say that some top 4 team would have probably gone for some more refined strategy there for counter pushing. We are getting to the next game by that, heading towards Lozy versus Hype on the next one. The team of Asel is now in the upper bracket. Let me just actually show you. We are right here. Oh, let me just jump over here. So we can see group number 8 down here. We could see A. Okay. that was not planned. Like this. Asel just won against Hype in the upper bracket finals after the team of Lozi lost to Hype after an unfortunate Amarok, and also Hype doing some great games there. Lozi won in the lower bracket semifinals 3-0 and is now in the lower bracket finals versus Hype. The winner is going to meet Asel then in the grand finals there. And that means that the next map will be Port Bay, and Hype is readying up with a concept 1B for once here. I think that some teams do really enjoy, occasionally at least. Some teams are not going for it at all. Lozi has been playing some of the concept as well, I believe. They are just going for the mouse tanks on this game. Double mouse, 1 Batchet, 1 Rhinoceronte, and 3 VZTDs. And also before the game is starting, I'm just having 30 seconds. I will quickly get some more water. Otherwise my tongue, oh my, my throat is dying. Okay, be right back. Okay. Maps should random. What? Maps should be random, similar to regular games. I can tell you that all of these teams have played all of the maps in trainings. They have multiple strategies for every single map. They could play the maps randomly, even in tournaments, but it just wouldn't make sense because they have to go for setups. Game crashed again. Timer is stuck at 0. It would be fairly boring actually if people were playing random maps, because it would mean that we would always see the same lineups. Like this, they're having very specific lineups for specific maps each time. And very interesting strategies by that as well. Hypnotizing. Spotting PYS, finding the T100 LT there, who was also trying to decap that. A lot of tanks here on Lozi's side. Going for PYS. Hype has entirely chosen to go for PYS here. And they have already taken the cap. Rose's gold, getting a bit more aggressive, losing some hit points for that. He's trying to get himself into a position to defend PYS B. Here, PYS B is being taken by Baby Potato and a mouse. And also PYS A is currently being taken by the Batchet, hypnotizing. Double cap pressure here. Lozi with a double cap advantage. Interestingly, they are going for the cap advantage this time. On the last games against Hype, it was constantly the team of Hype having the caps here. Kranwagen overcommitting a little bit. 3 tanks have shot him there, but I don't think everyone connected. Probably only 1 VZTD here, because he was losing about 680 hit points. It is a really strong position to be on this hill, but it was not working out, or is not working out, when there are campers in the back there and some tanks like a Batchet that can outspot you. So the Kran is aware of that now and is relocating a little bit. But the mouse is coming in, and mouse is spotted. The Kranwagen only now gets spotted. The mouse is getting crossfired by the T100 as well. A lot of hit points lost here. Baby Potato not doing all too well. Lost half the hit points almost already. 1.8k hit points left. He's still getting a bit more aggressive. Just attracting a lot of attention here by the team of Hype, who are just playing around the C-cap with most of their tanks. Rose Gold also increasing the pressure from behind. Nice idea to go for the crossfire into the back of the mouse like that. And I think he might be pretty safe doing so. As long as he hides from the TDs over there, he can shoot down the mouse completely. But he is also getting pushed onto by Flame from behind. Rose Gold might get counter-pushed here. Baby Potato still on 414 hit points. Might have the next shot. If he does get the kill shot, he does not get the kill shot in. So he does die. But it's a kill by the VZ anyways. Both teams lost a tank. And Hype still has to do a lot of lag work here. Getting back the caps. 900 cap points for the team of Lozi. But the T100 is going for some super aggressive move here. This might have been too much. 980 points, 985, 990 points for Lozi already. 995. And there is a kill for Hype again. They did cap back base B. But with one more kill, there it is. With a kill of the VZ, they did eventually still secure the cap point win. Lozi did. Just to point it out again. Lozi got the cap win. The team of Hype not succeeding at pushing into the formation of Lozi. Still, I've got to appreciate the way that they killed the VK90. But they were not having enough tanks in order to stop base A as well and keep their tanks alive. First a win to Lozi. So 1-0. And we're going to see Port Bay once more, of course, with a lot of similar tanks probably being chosen again. Double mouse here. The mouse is, I think that is surprising me, to be honest. I was expecting it to get nerfed more with this update because of the equipment changes, which just made every tank more accurate, more just gave everything more penetration due to calibrated shells getting buffed, and also yeah, the armor equipment and armor and hit point equipment getting nerfed. So I thought actually that the mouse was not going to be seen all too much in this season. I was wrong about that. That's totally fine. I do not have the training in tournaments and cannot see what's going on actually throughout the season. So the mouses were, or Mäuse in German would be the plural. The Mäuse or mouses are just kind of popular again as a super heavy. If it's not a VK72 or VK90, depending on the map and situation. VZTD definitely being the meta tank at the moment. Oh, by the way, guys, if you are just joining or have just joined, we're still having giveaway running on a Discord server. On the announcements channel. Discord server, I will just post it again here. It's on the chat right now. Hitsuni spotting base A for his teammates. VK90 is overlooking base B here. Mouse also going to get into a more aggressive position to potentially decap base B or even get into base B on his own. Couple of tanks making a move for base C at this point already. Where there is only one T100 light tank, which probably climbed up there. Does have a position that allows him to blind fire into him here. He wanted to just spot base C and get some shot in over there. But he could not stay there as he does not have the gun depression for that position. Base B is being taken right now by the mouse here, Rose Gold. But he is getting shot by the Batshit and also the VK90. Not too many hit points lost though. Punisher doesn't look as healthy either. Down to 1.4k hit points, but he does have a very nice hull down position right here. Overlooking the enemy spawn, but I think he should rather run away. Hype is counter pushing already. They are sending their tanks in. Punisher has spotted them up now. Will have to run away. But Flexible is going to be much faster with a Batchet. Coming in with the intra-clip boost loaded. Does not go for the last shell. It's too risky here already. But some great clip. Punisher down to 700 hit points. And is getting pushed onto by the VZTDs, but they are very fast here. Or not fast enough still to get the SB. And it looks like Lozi is also countering base A and B at this point. The Batchet getting base A. VK90 in base B might get away with it. Base C still in control of Lozi. Hype struggling to... Oh, come on! The push coming still onto the base C. Hype is not really able to get the caps yet. I think that's going to be a big issue. And get me the game back here, please. Come on. There we go. Let's get up here again. Mouse is just getting circled by the Batchet. All caps still on side of Lozi. Lozi having more hit points. Both teams lost one tank. But Hype did also get by C again. And Kitsune is going to kill that Mouse. Yes, there he goes. But also Punisher got killed. Two tanks out on either side. Hit point difference is still manageable for Hype if they don't lose any more hit points. But there's a 200 light tank. Losing a ton of HP. With a shot there. 5k points versus 6.6k. It's definitely still possible for the team of Hype. But they also down on the cap points. There comes a VZ from above. Getting that kill shot in. Gun advantage for Hype. And also they suddenly do have the hit point advantage. But they have to take care of the caps here. VZ moving in on a VK90. Does get a big shot in for 550. Putting him down to merely 300 hit points, but Flexible might have to move in more aggressively there. Batchet is also coming in from the side. Cap points are becoming an issue. 960 points, 970 points. Batchet will have to connect. That shot does not get the kill shot in. Base. Oh my gosh, 995, 91k points for the team of Lozi. If that Batchet only connected the kill shot there, they would have actually maybe won the game. Not 100% sure, because they also had a one shot on the field. But they definitely had a chance of just coming back there. They had more tanks already. They had more cap or hit points already in the very last seconds, I believe. And they were on track of just getting base B back and base C, base A as well. I think they could have won this if only the Batchet managed to somewhat get the shot in on that VK90. But he hit the track. Always, of course, it's very, very easy to hit the track. Even on perfectly aimed shots on VK90. It's a very troll armor in front there. There's a reason for it to be played. A very close game here. But that's the second win for Lozi. Hype was definitely not putting themselves to shame with this game here. That was a great performance by them. 2-0 for Lozi. And Hype already ready with a double Batchet lineup. Again, we are changing maps to vineyards here. We've seen that already being played. Hype is going... Which teams have been playing it? I think it was Lozi as well, already playing against Hype there already. I think, yes. I believe so. Yep. VZTDs here en masse again on side of hype. Also hype starting with a slight hit point advantage from the start on. As the team of Lozi is going for some more TDs here. Couple of Forsches heading towards the ruins. By the way, those guys are playing the big gun, not the autoloader gun. Also a batshit joining them, trying to spot up base B. Hypnotizing, not spotting anything. There might be blind shots. Shot into Nev also there. Hypnotizing, getting blind shot. He did not get spotted, but look at the batshit over here. 1k hit points again lost. It's down to 37 hit points only. And the Forsh right in front of him. The batshit absolutely being trapped here. But he is getting some support by the VZTDs who are trying to counter push the Forsh. But if they do so, I assume that they will lose some hit points. No, actually not here. There is no one to preempt that. Oh, there are two tanks actually having an eye here onto this corner. A lot of hit points lost there, but the VZTD moved up, failed his shots though. Did not connect that one. But also the Fosh not getting the shot in, just hitting the track there. Close shots. And another miss, actually. That's not good here. Baby Potato now having a big shot. And there comes Daniel with an HE into the back of Flexible. Baby Potato will have the kill fairly soon. Might have to take another shot for that. No, actually, it's absolutely fine here. The Batshit is still alive, to my surprise. Also, the VK90 in the middle died already. Lucy has base C, has base A, is taking base B, and just absolutely demolishing the entire team of the enemies here. Look at that, there are still 7 tanks alive on side of Lozi. Hype only having 2 tanks. This VZTD, the only healthy one, getting killed there in just a second. Only leaving the Batshit in the back is 7-0. What a massacre. 3 caps here for the team of Lozi. All 7 tanks still alive. Only 2 minutes into the game. This was already a win for Lozi. Awesome crossfire. Very aggressive move. Patience shown there, and that's the win for Lozi. So they are heading to the grand final here immediately after. Grand final against Asel. I cannot show you that room yet because we are only having 3 minutes of delay, so time for a bit of relaxation, a meditation before the next ones. Breed is sighing. I don't see any 60 TPs. Did I miss something? Yeah, kind of. I mean, 60 TP got nerfed a while ago. Since it lost penetration value with AP being replaced by APCR as a standard ammunition. The hull armor was nerfed. It lost some mobility. It's still not a bad time. For random games, I do think it's great. It just lacks DPM and accuracy. The VK72 is more mobile, it is more accurate. It is also just having the hit points on the same roundabout, I would say. Just don't... Yeah, I think so. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But they are roughly the same. So it's kind of not about the hit points, it's more about having a tank that's capable of pushing in. And the 60 TP is rather slow. Just also not having a reliable armor in the open. The VK72 isn't reliable either, but it does have troll armor that allows for some bounces. And I think it's just... I don't know, I think maybe the 60 TP could still be played, but probably the VK72 is just better at pushing. That would be my take on that. Also, 60 TP gets ammo wrecked quite easily. That's another point speaking against it. I would say the VK72 is more durable. And mostly the super heavy tanks in tournaments are being played for tanking shots, for absorbing damage for the teammates. And at that, a VK72 is probably doing a better job than the 60p. Also, alternatively, teams are playing the mouse then, or even the VK90 if it's more about side scraping in a certain position. So those three are having their spot in the tournaments right now. But I would not be surprised to still see some changes to it, like people testing out some different tanks as well. But usually I would say the 680p at the moment is just not quite competitive enough, because it's not reliable enough. Oh, let's set the score to 0 for the start. I think that's enough. Next match will be Asel versus Lozi, and we are going to see Middleburg once more. Because we've not seen it enough today, I guess. Only 3 times now. Let's go for another one. Asel flying one budget on this match. Potentially an IMX 50B M3 steroids. Okay. Let's start with the other tanks that are ready. Lozi applying a budget, double Foch again, double triple VZTD, and the VK90 here. I can already expect the VK90 to be in the city defending that heavy cap. That's what it does most often. Maybe some TD behind him, still maybe some light tank to support him. Maybe the light tank is just spotting everywhere, doing whatever. Lots of options for that guy. VZTDs will be probably heading towards the hill and playing rather passively at the start. Asel likely doing something similar, but they are having a lineup with a T100 LT, which is not great at spotting anymore. Rather a passive farming tank that is maybe still taking some cap, like the A cap or the city-sided cap at the start. Should be base A from the spawn of Asel. No, it's actually base B. Not sure. Also, let me correct the timer there. There we go. All right. Nice to see some Foches here as well. Bringing some new flavor into the tournament. I'm interested to see what the LT is going to do here. Lozi starting with a lot less hit points, actually. About 1k hit points less for them. The team of Asel might also commit to the city with more tanks. Their lineup can do pretty much anything, but I would expect them to rather move up and still cap base B here in the city. T100 actually also heading up. Blind shots being fired. Nothing connected though, but tanks get spotted. And the first VK took some shots here. Kitsune with an aggressive spotting move, even spotting up the VZTDs down there. They might still take some hits. Look at that! 1.3k hit points lost and he's tracked. He is down to a one shot already. A very aggressive spotting move there. His teammate is trying to shield him a little bit apparently. The move up onto the hill is not working out for Light Right anymore. Horrendous start for him. Amazing start by the team of Lozi. With Kitsune now capping base A after successfully delivering all the spots needed. Was some awesome shootout there. Baby Potato immediately increasing the pressure here. Actually, by C has been taken already by Asel, but it's not going to matter all too much because lozy isn't going to struggle at all to cap it back. They were giving up the hill for the start in order to go for the shootout. And Asel is not having the tanks available to really play aggressively anymore. And lozy will be aware of that. They can basically pressure already. But if they are doing so, they will face double VK72. They don't know what exactly is happening. Great shot here. 470 damage into the turret potentially of that VK. Sneaky shot there. And the VK90 is getting pushed onto. Asel with an amazing relocation here. Taking base A. And pushing down onto the VK90. Big shots into him here. He's not going to last much longer. Decisive will get the kill. What's going on with the game today? Third time. So yeah, I assume the VK72s died here. Yes, they did. VK90 also dead, but only just now. What's that taking so long? And look at all the tanks just getting deleted on side of Asel. 4 tanks down already. Next one's getting pushed onto here with a Foch from behind. Daniel also now facing him in a 1v1. But it might be someone else taking him out. 200 LT also getting bullied there by the super fast Foches, which only leaves Miku left alive. Or Miku. With his batshit against another batshit there. Kitsune fluffing the shot down, not getting that kill shot in, allowing Miku to still run around a little bit. He is maybe trying to take by Cecil, but yes, no, nothing he can do, so he's just giving up for now. And man, that was actually very quick to win this game early on. Basically, the spotting move there of Kitsune just secured the win. Apologies for the game crashes today. I really don't know what's going on there. Sometimes I'm suffering from the game crashes. Usually that's not much of an issue. But today is really bad. That's the wrong side, by the way, for the score. Anyways. Nice shootout. Nice attempt of a counter push onto the VK90 in the city, but it took too long. And somehow it led to Asel just losing tanks on top of the hill and in the city. I don't know how they did not manage to take out the VK90. Apparently, I was not meant to see that there. By the way, we do have winners for the esports containers and the battle pass. Announced on Discord, the winners get tagged there already. So, congratulations. Or multiple people there have already won at one point or the other. So definitely worth keeping on track with the giveaways here. And we are getting to the next game already. Middleburg again. Yeah, Megas is also saying Lozy not kidding anymore. Absolutely. Now they are getting their shit together and just showing some good stuff. They want those cups here. They don't want to lose any more points and just end up like having to struggle to get into the top 8. That's not their level. That's not what they want to do. So they are now trying harder. which comes at the cost of Asel, which is struggling a lot more here in the last games. Or in the first game here and also hype in the game before. Let's not change them up. Or mix them up here. Okay. Asel heading towards the city with everything, and Kitsune on the FV215B overpeaking a little bit, it seems. Getting punished. Not so much of a little bit, but rather a ton. That spotting move absolutely failed here. Asel perfectly countering that. A cap has been taken by Asel. Double cap pressure though against them, as Lozi also managed to secure base C early on here with a bad shit on top. So it will be up to Asel to go for a move. They will have to counter push again. And Lozi is currently setting up their tanks to do so, hypnotizing, trading with the enemy. Bad shit, not good trades to be honest. One-on-one is not a good trade, but that's another tank shooting the bad shit. Now it is a good trade, absolutely. Now it is a dead tank. And this means that Lozi does have a gun advantage already. And they have the cap point advantage. They lost a lot of hit points as well, which isn't great for them. They are actually down on the hit points by about 2k. Almost 1.5k. So Asel can still come back from this. They are having more hit points. They just need to do something. They need to get some kills. Otherwise, they are not going to win the game here. They need to get these low hit point tanks out of the fight, but they're going to struggle to do so. Hypnotizing, running away. So it is 1v3 in the city, which is good for Asel here, because they want to avoid the healthy tanks down there. They want to push up here. Sprinter still helping out with shooting Baby Potato. Kitsune got killed in the rear. No matter how that shot connected there. Kitsune not having a good time on this game. Both teams lost a tank, and also PYS has been taken back. As the push is going in on the city side here onto the Sprinter. 3k72. But the push is coming in a little bit slow here. So maybe Asel is having an advantage here. They're pushing onto Daniel right now. Going to get that kill soon. But it's still taking a moment. And they are still struggling with the cap points. They need that kill shot. There they go. Kill is in. But they need the caps as well. They need to go for the push here. And get the next kills. But they're losing a tank here. Being tilted. Is getting shot down here. By the backup of the VK72. And also there's a bad shit. Still cross-firing Miku and getting the kill. It's actually another one getting the kill here. Lozi winning with the points in the end here. Great job by Lozi. I could hear there, or could read delay in audio. 1 second. Okay, sometimes I have to... By the way, I already ordered a new audio interface. Because these lags are killing me. So yeah, I just ordered that today. Hopefully it will be back soon. And then no more audio issues. That's the plan. Alright. 2-0 for Lozi. Lozi just managing to win on the points. It was not a win on by a big margin here on this game. They were actually struggling quite a lot. Bad start for them, losing a lot of hit points with Kitsune. And then also just not able to secure the high ground anymore. The push down came fairly late. It was still a nice shootout there of the enemy batshit. Was playing into their cards there that Asel's batshit overcommitted a little bit and did not expect the VZ to be able to shoot him there. Was a bit of a mistake by the Batshit player, I would say. The rest of the team then did a great job at pushing in, but they did not have the mobility to get any more tanks down into the city on time. I think even if the Batshit was still alive, it would have been tricky. But still, they might have been able to just be a little bit faster with the push there. So hopefully, yeah, microphone audio should be fixed now. 2-0 for Lozi, so this might be the last game of the evening here. Match point to Lozi. They are running a bunch of Foshes again. Lovely to see that. Also, we can see a Batshit being played. And some Rhinocerontes. And also a VK90. Interesting lineup there. On side of the Asel team, we are having an i7 Type 71s. Not all too popular anymore in this season. Still being seen occasionally. Some VZ113 GFTs. Being seen over and over again. And a 200 light tank. Which is just going to sit here in the bush. Not going to do many moves at all, just waiting. Kitsune going for a very aggressive spotting move, being well aware that he does have the highest view range in the game right now. Spotting the 200 who just moved out of the bush. Batshit lost some hit points, but look at the Type 71 over there. Type overcommitting, apparently standing in some bad position there. Rhinocerontes, very aggressive, moving up to the enemy side here. And shooting down that Type 71 already. And I think it looks good for Lozi here. They are having their tanks stacked up. The Foshes can just go in on Stasi already. They don't know exactly what's happening here. The VZTDs are still far behind. Now coming up to help. If Lozi was aware of that, they could have already pushed in here. But they did not know about that as we did by watching from above. So they were rather hesitant. Maybe the better choice here. And Daniel now moving out, failing his shot though, and taking 2 big shots in return. Another big shot by the IS-7, but also Miki on the IS-7 is low in hit points now. Down to a 1-shot, 380 hit points. Is going to be taken out most likely here by God. No, it is actually hypnotizing from behind. Daniel down to a 1-shot as well. 2 tanks already got killed, and there is another Type 71 getting killed. And also Daniel is out of the fight. Asel has a lot more hit points though. They are down on the tanks, but they have so many more hit points. I don't think that Lozi will be able to win this game here. Question is, if there can be enough kills here. Guns being even. Again, it is Lozi. No, Lozi is down on the kills now. Guns even. Again, it is the team of Asel taking a kill here. Now, with a gun advantage, with the hit point advantage, Fosh down to a 1-shot. By that, the Batshit is the only one with hit points. There goes the Fosh here. The Batshit cannot move in to kill the T100 anymore. Has to go for distance. Lozi actually gets smacked here on their push. The Batshit can potentially win this. It's highly unlikely, but he does have an amazing view range and he does have a clipping potential that allows him to clip every single tank. For 2 of the enemies he needs 2 shots, for 1 of them he needs 3 shots. That should be possible, but it's very unlikely at this level in tournaments to see a Kolobanov situation working out here. Track shot. Batshit is still unspotted, fails the next shot though, but gets another one in. So all 3 enemies are double shots now. And there's still some time. 450 points. Of course, Asel did manage to take base A and B. So they are definitely having the cap control. Oh, the Batshit got spotted. And is on the hill. Takes a shot from the T100 LT. This is crucial here for the team of Asel, as it will keep the Batshit spotted for 20 seconds. Or another 10 seconds from now on. And also it puts him down to a one-shot for the VZTDs. Definitely to 100 light tank. Cannot one-shot him yet, but now he can. He puts in another good shot there. And 200 just bounced him or what? But also Kitsune is really having bad luck with his shots. Just failing the shots onto the light tank. And it's just trying to circle there. But it's kind of a desperate move now. Nothing's going to happen here because there comes Young. And goes for the kill shot. Okay, I did not think that it would be that close. Lozi really lost too many hit points here. And they didn't start with a lot of hit points to begin with. They had almost no heavy tanks. Only one, two... Wait, they had 3 heavy tanks still. But really not a lot of armor. They failed taking out the IS-7 for quite a while. Daniel lost a lot of hit points as he went for the shots onto the IS-7 there. Did not even penetrate there, which allowed the IS-7 to still run away for a while. So this game was just Lozi, I don't know, just kind of running into the crossfire, not being able to push forwards. They did not have enough information for a heavy push. To be honest, what kind of happened there was also if the light tank, if Kitsune got spotted and shot in the desert by the VZTDs, which were camping in the corner, then they would have had the information about the TDs being there. So they could have gone more aggressively into the A side there, where they were facing one Type 71 with 3 Foshes and could not make any use of them because they were just too afraid of going for a move, for a good reason. But it was rather unfortunate for them here that they needed so long, and it ended up allowing Lozi, or allowing Asel to pull up their forces there. Still, we're having an advantage of 2-1 for the team of Lozi for the time being. Another match point game for them. Asel came back a little bit. We'll have to do even more in order to win this storm. Okay, my voice is, or my throat is protesting already. Okay, so we've got again some Type 71 here, some IS-7s. Also some VZTD and some T100 light tank. On the side of Lozi, we're again having a lot less hit points from the start on because they're playing a lot of Foshes. 3 in total, 1 Batshit, 1 VK90, a Mouse as well in a VZTD. And they're going all up here. It's only going to spot in this bush. Just a very passive spot here that's often used when a team is not going for the desert at all. Just making sure to not isolate the light tank there. But Asel is getting aggressive from the start on, immediately capping base A. Baby Potato coming in for decapping. Not able to connect there. Not daring to peek out. Still getting shot by the VZ from over there. Type. Oh, look at the IS-7. IS-7 down to 19 hit points already. Just got overpeaked. Lost a ton of hit points. Still has another big shot here into Daniel. But is going to be taken out. That's for sure. There he goes. Gun advantage to Lozi. But Daniel is going to get killed. That's being tilted. Getting the kill. Guns being even. But being tilted also losing a lot of hit points here. Being down to a one-shot. Maybe he can still hide for a moment. That's the question. He can still put out a shot into Flame. Gets taken out though. What a massacre here. I'm struggling to keep up. Guns being even. Hit points in favor of the team of Lozi suddenly. And also the guns are in favor of them. Cap points in favor of the team of Asel. And also, crucial kill here. Budget being taken out. Light tank still in the game. Super important here. But the IE7 is out now as well. Fosh fighting off the VZTD, who has to connect the shot here. If there is meant to be any chance, he does get the shot in. 1v1 of the Fosh here, but there is a mouse coming in from behind. Fosh getting the connection in as well. Mouse gets the ram kill in. Super important here to get that much ram damage. Otherwise, with the Fosh being dead, maybe the T100 would have still had a slight chance, but not like this. T100 desperately trying to help out his teammates in getting stopped from doing so. That is the win for the team of Lozi. Okay. Lozi winning 3-1 here on the grand finals of the qualifier. Alright, that's it for today for the tournament. I'm actually still going to play a couple of games as usual. Before we're doing so, or before I'm switching over, I'm actually going to take a look at the other groups. Let's see what was happening over there. Oh, wrong scene. So we've got, let's activate all groups here. Group number 1, enemy 1 against Crick, surprisingly, because Crick is actually quite far ahead here. Wait, let me just do it like this. I will open this in a new tab. I don't think the cups are still on the result of last PYS, so they will still be updated. So Crick is still placed 5th here, but today they lost. And they did not play against a really high level team, only against enemy. So that's, I mean, enemy is currently in the top 16, which is still great, don't get me wrong, but it is just 13th place. If a team wants to stay in the top 8 and wants better chances than that, they cannot afford for such a defeat here. Group 2, winning against the Veil. Yeah, that's also not unexpected. Haha currently is in the top 8. On 8th place, actually, so they are definitely securing their spot there. It will also be very interesting. Oh, games here still running. Serenity versus Love. First game here, 2-3. Serenity won that one. Just look at this again. Love is on 7th place. That's a stand before this day here. I think after yesterday. But today there will be a lot of points. And Serenity is currently on the 9th place here. So Serenity really has to win in order to be safe to get into the top 8. I mean, they would not be safe yet, but if they want a chance still, they really need to win some final days of the qualifiers here. So that's still very interesting what's going to be the outcome over there. B-Love just won easily here in this group. Actually, they still struggled against the other Astral team a little bit. Other stuff happens. Yeah, B-Love actually just, I mean, they are comfortably winning this one. That's not a big surprise here. And BPS still playing against Isra. So that's again a bit of a surprise because BPF is very strong at the moment. They're currently first actually, but just same spot as Lozi according to points here. Then we've got Immor losing to Osri, which is also important here because Immor is still in the top 8 with just a slight advantage in terms of points to the others here. So they might still drop out. If Serenity wins, if maybe, I don't know, if Quick lost also, there might still be some movement here. This will be important for them as well. APA winning is also not a surprise. They are pretty much safe to be in the top 8 as well. Alright. That's it about this. I will still check the results here and I will go for some random games. Now I will also cut off the delay so you can talk to me live on the chat. So that means I can take a quick break and I will be back then. Yeah, just going to reconnect the stream. Okay, and I'm already back. Now without a delay. I just took a 3-minute break. And now I can just switch to my iPad and play a couple more games still. I will still try to look maybe at the result of Serenity versus Love. Maybe that's in at this point already. Let's check there. Oh, Love won against Serenity. That's not good for Serenity at all. Oh my gosh. I don't know if they're still having a chance for top 8 then. They would really need a ton of luck. Or bad luck for the enemies, rather. Good. No. Okay. There it is. Yeah, someone was already requesting some LT gameplay earlier. I don't know if you're still here. You can go for some tank requests if you feel like it. Otherwise, I'm just going to play whatever I feel like. Maybe some random tanks. Tier 10, please. Okay, let me just set up everything so I can see the chat and stuff. Good. Six to B. Okay. Oh no. Oh, I did not even get spotted for this. And I failed moving up here. I did not get spotted on this shot either. Nah. Wait, I spotted a TD over there, okay. I am not in the best situation actually with a Leo behind me. I would love if I could go for the kill there. Let's actually go fight him. At the risk of having the bad ship behind me. Nice. Okay, I need an HE and 1 AP and then I'm fine. I'm good. So what's the bad ship doing now? Coming for me or not? Nah. I think I will just go in there and help my teammates out. Okay, he's turning for me already. No. Yeah, no, it's not working out. No man, team. It's so useless to shoot this guy, honestly. Come on, team. Shit. I will get him at least. Problem is, we need some more kills. Hey, thank you. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, no chance here. Well, yeah, Benjo, thank you. That's a little part of my new audio interface then, so I'm hopefully having less audio issues next time. How can I get the E10 for free? Yeah, I think you just have to play a lot. And wait. What gets you there? What gets you ahead here in these? What gets you the screens actually? Get screens and exchange them for the season's tanks. How to get? Events and quests. Bonus for storm purchases. Yeah, it's a lot about these. Honestly. Weekly rewards, rating, battles and Silver League or higher also get your screens. Tournaments, so quick tournaments also get you these screens. It's all available in there. So yeah, you just gotta play a lot and you can then get the E10. To be honest, I don't really think the E10 is great. I was doing a video about that already. You can still look that up. It's on my channel here. Last video that I uploaded. And I completely forgot that people were requesting tanks. Sorry, next game. If you do feel like spending on the event, then it's worth it because you can get a tier 8 tank. The tier 8 is really special. But tier 7, meh. Not bad, but not great. Oh no. Actually, I would say... What? What's got me? Oh, of course. Come on, team. Please do something here. Is he reloading or is he just pretending to be? That's the question now. I'm not sure. Team, do something. Go. I mean, to be honest, I was super aggressive and I didn't have to be. But it really didn't make much sense for my teammates to not move in. Because we had all the information about about enemies, some enemies being aggressive and the others just standing around. And also other, like, 3 tanks not being spotted being on the other side. So we could have definitely just pushed in, but I should not have been the first one to do so. That was my mistake. So, 60p was requested there. Okay. I actually switched to calibrated shells, although I have played almost all my games with the rammer. Just because the DPM is really bad anyways. Also, wait. Let me check if that's enough. No, it's only one shot anyways. But the duration got changed there. Previously you could get off 2 shots with the equipment. And now you can only get 1 shot off with tungsten rounds, which is a little bit sad, but hey. Oh, maybe it's still 2. I think you could get off 3 actually. Well, at least it was a shot more. Now it's often just too short. I just have to take another look. Maybe I was mixing things up there. Nice. Good way to start the game. Yeah, I can definitely not get a second one in this here with this one. Okay. That's the reason why I'm already moving to the side, because I expected people to be there camping. Oh no, please, no armor wreck. Would have been the perfect angle for him to armor wreck me with this gun as well. Okay. Nice camper there. I'm actually surprised that I did not get to spot him. But okay, I'm also pretty slow nowadays. Nah. Where is he? They have so many campers to my front, so... Come on. He's probably going to try peeking again. But actually, let's just try shooting someone else for now. Maybe a V. Ah man, I'm so afraid of those. Okay, they were shooting. Nice. Good. Their spotter is out. And the Yak apparently also just shot. I could hear that. Yeah, he was shooting the object. Okay, I'm not going to be able to affect the fear, so I will actually change my position. Nice. And he shot HG. Good. Very important kill. It cost me a lot of hit points. But hey. I'm still alive. I don't know if I can penetrate with calibrated shells here. Yes, I can. He's probably going to spam HE again. Nope. Okay. Now I cannot really peek too far because there's a Yak E100 behind still. Good. Exactly what I was afraid of, and I still went for it. Thought I was kind of safe, but... yeah. Oh no. Oh no, don't run into that, man. No! No! No, now we're losing. Because he really doesn't care about getting shot, just like me. Good job. And dead. Ah! I thought I was still somewhat hull down at least. Man, that was unnecessary. And then my team might mess us up even in the worst way. I mean... it kind of felt like, okay, anyways, it's a safe win. Even if I take a shot, not going to be the end of the world. Okay. What was the next request? D62A. Wait, actually, I think I might want to fly this tank with calibrated shells now. Because it does have a lot of armor and is pretty good at facing enemies frontally. So I think it might be worth it. And tournament streams are so exhausting for the throat. If you're shouting for 3 hours, it really is something for your voice. Survived it. Next stream will be in 4 days, I think. Yeah, 4 days. The main trial element, and that will be very tough actually. Because that's like 1 week of just 1 day of break there. Okay. Interesting move by them. Not a good one, definitely. Because, you know, they are having 2 mediums. I'm only 1 medium against them. So if they wanted to, they could have just killed me on the medium side. Unless I had some backup by some other teammate. Which was not actually the case here in this situation. Like this, they're putting themselves into a bad position. Where I can just farm them. And that's why I went here from the start on. Because I wanted to make sure that I could maybe just spot them if they were doing something weird. I could just have some nice crossfire and still be able to run away, so. Come on. Good. Oh. Now it's YOLO time. Everyone's just going in. Yeah, let's keep focusing IS-7 first. Looks like I'm safe as well. Just gotta keep an eye on them in case they're turning. Maybe Amarek? Okay, I will just go up here, take the high ground to not make it that easy for them to push onto me. Yeah, never mind, let's go in. Okay. Actually a good game. We had an AFK still. Careful positioning, enemies just running right into my gun. Could not have been better for me. Was still, of course, important for me to keep flying safely and not just rush in, because I would have been the next one to get focused, definitely. So I really wanted to keep a safe distance until I knew that enemies were losing a lot of hit points, enough hit points for me to go in. My other teammates also helping. Paid actors, yes, Darkman, absolutely. Next request 268. Okay. This one. Which server am I on today? I'm always on an EU server. Very rarely I'm playing on NA, but I only did so on stream once. It's just, the ping is just too bad for me to play. I'm not enjoying it too much. Sometimes I'm only playing then my NA account when it's too late on EU and we're having late night teams here. And I still feel like gaming, then I play NA. It's like, just to not mess up on this account. Which is very rarely, actually. Oh my gosh. Thanks for turning. Gotcha. But I'm having a lighting that's running away. I need help, man. Okay, best way to get help is to help my teammates. So let's shoot him. And hope for my teammates to kill him so I can then have some more backup. Oh no, seriously, he missed the showdown. How about you shoot that Sheridan that's a one shot and even looking at you? Man. Nice brain. Okay, E75 is being requested next day. It's been a long time since I played that one. So let's set up the equipment correctly. 7 HE, so I need that many. Not feeling like I'm having a ton of ammunition on the others then. APCR is not much. Actually, let's go for one more. Did anything change here since I played it? No. I have not played it since the ranks were introduced, actually. Okay, any other tank requests, by the way, because this is the last one on the list right now. And also, Peter is requesting a lot of tanks already, so I wouldn't mind anyone else to also put in some tank requests. Would just be fair. Otherwise, I think I can also go for another 268 game. That one was just... Oh, it still dealt 3k, roundabout, 2.5 or so. Was still okay-ish. Thank you. Thank you for blocking me. That's actually high behind you on 100. Okay. That's not shooting me. It looks like there are a lot of enemies here, and I'm just fairly aggressive. I think I will retreat. There's too much here. My teammates are being kind of passive. Oh no. Good. Let's try running away here. Maybe killing that guy. No, I don't need to. My teammates have him. But still, I wanna just move out of the city because my teammates in the city are definitely going to die. So I want my healthier teammates behind me then. Nah. Nice. Kind of lucky, but I just wanted to try the HG here. Otherwise I would not have been able to get him, and yeah. No! Ah man, fail. Potential max roll wasted. Ouch. No! Oh man. That was still a good game. Like, really important here to not stay in the city, because I could just see all the enemies coming and I was not having a lot of tanks there. I was still having some tanks, but you could see what happened to them there. If I was staying any longer, I would have died, definitely. Let's go for another 268 game. That was not satisfying at all. 2.2k. My medium's running, dying, doing nothing there. Amazing. We were on top, we had 3 mediums and myself, meaning 4 tanks against 3 tanks actually. We should have won that easily. Is the E75 worth the grind? Yes, definitely. E75 or just a grind to the E100 line is definitely one of the first ones I would recommend to go for. Because it's very easy to play. And you can really learn the characteristics about side scraping and also some hull down playstyle. Since you do have the very flat armor, you don't have an insane amount of armor, but still you can use it quite nicely by just putting your tank like to the side of the enemy, just sitting in front of some cover and just only showing your side. And repeating this process over and over again, having high alpha damage as well, meaning that you're having a lot of damage per shot. And that allows you to just think about the game a bit more, and you're not getting overly distracted with shooting. So E100 line is... it's actually the most played tank in the game, or... yeah, it does have the most players. The most played tank is the 183, funnily. But it does have the most players. The E100. That's for a good reason, because it's fairly easy. You do have a big gun and you can out-trade enemies. You can have some big HE damage as well. And the E75 is just one step away from that, so it's quite easy actually. And great tank for learning. So you can hear it's more of a tank for beginners and average players, I would say, so up to 50% win rate. Above that you might still enjoy it, but you might have more fun with some slightly faster tanks. Depends on the player, of course, as well. Okay, doesn't doesn't look like there was much over here, if at all. Nope. No, cannot H here. And that was the wrong ammunition. Misclicked. Still a big roll, but yeah. Could have been 100 more damage. Uh-oh. No! Okay, that's a lot. And I was just way too lucky, honestly. Thank you for finally killing him. I mean, we should just easily win this side and then the game is basically won. I'm playing a bit too careless right now. Ah, come on team, just move in. It's getting annoying. Why do I have to do everything here? Good. Only took us like 10 times as long as it should have. But we're done with it. No. I'm completely in the open. What is this even? Enemies just all sitting in the spawn. GG. Move. Doesn't move. Let's look back then. There will be someone coming from behind, I assume. They have been on C, so they might also go for B, or they are just going for A. Yeah. Sheridan. And my team just keeps going for D. Okay. What's the Sheridan doing? Okay, he went all the way back. I thought it was just going to kill me, but no. No. Nah. Is object 452K good tank? I think it's not the autoloader, right? It's the heavy tank. It's kind of basic. It's not really that special. It's decent. It's good actually. I don't have it, to be honest. I did play it on test, but not after that. Nope. I don't have it. I know I cannot show you any test tanks. Of course not. Would you recommend grinding T6 to A or Leo 1? Honestly, it depends a lot on your level. If you're still on a rather average level, then like still having not a lot of games, meaning less than 10,000 games. If you are at 55% or 60% maximum, then T62A will be the better choice. If you are getting better and better and better, then the Leo 1 will be the better choice because it is more fun, it does have higher DPM, it is more versatile. But it's just really hard to play. Not easy at all. So not a tank I would recommend to any starters. Gorilla 15 is kindly requested, so let's go for it. Gorilla. Also tank like the Leo. That's really not an easy tank to play. So it can be fun, but it's really not a strong tank, I would say. So yeah, it's just not a tank that I would recommend grinding, even to better players. It's just meh at the moment. It has had much better times. Okay, let's wait here for the moment. Actually, there is no fast tank on the enemy side. I don't need to wait here for a shootout. Not going to happen. What can I do? I don't want to camp here. It's going to be super boring then. Let's see if I can just help in the city. Oh, he's AFK, okay. You know what, I'm just going to farm him. He's going to wake up anyways. So better I shoot him down before he wakes up, right? It's an autoloader as well. Call me greedy, but I don't want him to wake up. Also, he's the only one that I can shoot safely from this position. Okay, let's go for the kill even. Yeah. I'm doing my best. Nice. Yeah. Okay, nice. The IS-7's still alive. Good. Yeah. Of course, that's not really representative of the average game, but you know, Gorilla is more like just side scraping, trying to shoot quickly while you're hiding most of your tank. You can obviously not take any shots, and you should be playing in a second row. That would be the best way to go about it then. Concept 1B, yeah, sure. Where is it? American. There it is. Actually, a tank that I also really enjoy and do perform well in. I do enjoy it in this update again. The last update, it hasn't quite been my cup of tea. It's just, it was too slow in my opinion. Now this performed better relative to the others again. Okay, I might have some nice time here, so I can take some great hull down position on this map. As I can take pretty much on any map, but yeah. Especially here I will be having a good position, unless if the enemies are getting super aggressive. Okay, and I'm getting crossfire from the side there. It's not going to work out like that. What am I going to do about it? Let's just help my mouse out. No. Good job, mouse. Nice push. Okay. I didn't notice that we are making progress to the right side. We're one over there, so I can maybe still help out with that bad shit. Of course, he gets unspotted right now. How about increasing pressure again? Just to make sure the 704 doesn't die for nothing. Also, the STP is getting too aggressive here. He's not doing a good job there. Oh no. Is the VK actually AFK, or why is he not fighting at all? We could still win, they have so many low hit point tanks. No! Ah! Okay, no, I did not expect that one. Why are you going in now and not earlier? I mean, E3 was just... yeah. Would have been very easy to avoid the E3 for light tank and just help out on the side there. And shoot the ones in the middle. Unfortunately, was not happening. I mean, that was just this guy being so focused on the ones in the back, while we were struggling with the ones in the front and did not have anyone to take them out. And unfortunately, this guy just decided to go in then at the very end when he did not go in all the game. Ah, bad timing. I mean... bad, like mouse going in first, way too aggressive. VK90 way too passive. The others, no idea what they were doing. Never mind. Next one. E50M. It's a definitely, if you're asking like that, I assume that you don't know too many tanks yet, so the E50M will be a great one. Like usually for beginners, I would recommend going for E100, IS7, T110 E5, E50M, T62A. Those would really be the best ones to start with. Just because they are having armor and they are just being very versatile. You can do a lot of stuff with them. You don't have to do one or the other thing. You can always do something different. That's the point of it. For some tanks, you need to know exactly what you're doing. Nice. I think I will just increase the pressure over there. Seeing the lineup as well, enemies have a lot of medium tanks, so I do expect them to be on the right side, and I can also already see it at this point. So I want to make sure to just clear this flank then. I don't really get what my teammates are doing, to be honest, but hey. Okay, let's just take the shot from 62p if I have to. I don't care, because I just want to help out over here. Okay, that's done. Okay. Oh, he's playing calibrated shells then. Okay, let's wait a moment. Get unspotted. I don't want to take any shots for no reason. The enemy still have Yaki 100, who might be anywhere. I don't want to take that damage there. I mean, he could even kill me in one shot. Just slight high roll needed. Oh, nice driving. Hello. Ah, there he is, okay. Still getting... okay. Come on. Nah. Yeah, he's dead. A VK72 worth the grind. Yeah, it's mostly pretty good. Some people are disliking it actively, so not a good tank for everyone, maybe not an absolute beginner's tank, but for the average player it can be very interesting to play because it offers something different to the E100 or other tanks, because you do have a fairly strong turret with 630 alpha damage at this point, and you also have a rear mounted turret. You do have really troll armor. It can be interesting to play, really. It does have a very unique playstyle. But that being said, a unique playstyle is not easy to use, so really not a tank that's maybe like the best one to start with. So for earlier tanks, definitely E100 would be way easier to play. IS-7, or for, you could also go for 62P, but usually I always say go for German tech tree first, and also the American tech tree, because they are sharing a lot of modules, so you skip a lot of grinds there. Also Soviet tech tree, of course, as well. Okay, they're all here. It's shooting me unspotted. Oh, they're not all here. Only the Centurions here. They're still having two mediums on the medium flank then. Also, shooting with the tungsten rounds is really something you need to do cautiously, so maybe not something for everyone. What the heck is he doing? We don't have really any advantage here for now. Can I HE him? No. There's some email. I can only HE the rear there. Let's wriggle. No, that was a gun. No, and I will take another one. Please not email tracking me as well. No, the low roll. Oh, what the heck. And we lost the medium side as well. Cost me so many hit points there. good. I think the minions will come first, yeah. Ooh, that was close as heck. No! Okay, okay, that's it. Ah! Okay. Close, man. Man, this one bad trade, it really cost me so much. Because I low-rolled the damn VZ and then did not get a shot in. Man, yeah, I also hit the gun, damn it. I think that really cost me the game here. One poorly aimed shot. I could have seen that, but I just still thought, you know what, it's just not going to hit the gun. But you could also see with the replay, you're always having this weird long front ahead of you. I always think of it being like driving around with a shopping cart. If you're just having that to your front, you always have to turn in some really weird and uncomfortable way. It's often easier if you're having that one, like the tray behind you basically, and with the tanks that have a frontally mounted turret. So those are just a lot easier to apply in most situations. Nathan, 4 AM, but wants to see the Ascong. Yeah. Wait, did I change equipment already? Yep. Löwe. Also, I will go for Batchet first, because you already requested a VK earlier. And Driller. And E75, okay. I will leave the others first. Let the others first. Okay, so. Yeah, Ascong is actually really strong. It's not my favorite tank because it's kind of boring at times. It's just rather slow, but still it does have a really nice gun. It does have gun depression. It does have armor somewhat. I mean, usually it does have armor. But here enemies really want to shoot me. I cannot stop that from happening, so just have to take these shots in order to get into a better position. Like this one, not my favorite position ever, but it does work out quite nicely over here. No, okay. No, really, was close. No. I'm not having much backup here at all, honestly. And I really need to shoot down the T-57, otherwise he's going to push me and kill me. Nice. Okay, I'm going to die here, that's for sure. Yeah. Usually what I prefer doing is just moving up towards base A, because there I can just drop down into the middle if needed. But here, I don't know, I just felt like that might be wasting a lot of time and enemies might just overpeak and get me. Is the Type 71 still a good tank? Yes, somewhat. It was actually still used in the tournament earlier, so I think that's a good indicator of it still being strong. Still very bouncy, like does have strong armor, very small lower plate, So you do get a lot of ricochets off of that as well. And it is very permitting, I think you might say. It's just allowing you to do a lot of mistakes. Although not everyone likes this tank. But most, I think it's pretty easy to play, and it's having a lot of armor. It's rather being let down by the mobility. DPM of course as well. Which you rather need if you get to a higher level. Okay, let's reload immediately. Oh, okay. Do I have some help with the AUMX maybe? Not really. Nah, that's not good. Those are bad trades, yeah. Wait, there was still Yaki 100 to the left side, right? Maybe I should just avoid those and try helping on the right then, if I somehow can. Oh, really? Really, man. He's just pushing all the way through the middle onto me. Of course. No! 236? Thanks for killing him. I was very lucky than I deserved. Oh. Or maybe I did deserve it. Somewhat. Sometimes we all deserve something. Okay. Nice. And Nathan, hope you enjoyed the echelon game. Although it wasn't too great, I think it might have stopped in a win. Let's see. No, it was a defeat. Okay. Unfortunately, still 2.3. You're still here. I will go for another echelon game for you. But to be honest, I also noticed that I'm losing focus and just not really seeing my teammates all too well. Just in terms of looking at the mini-map, because on the echelon game I was also kind of surprised by my teammates not being there with more tanks. Although I felt like it at the start, but I just lost the focus and did not keep up looking at my teammates, which would have been really important, because I could have just still backed off maybe, could have still gone towards base A, but I was so focused on the fight right in front of me. And if that happens, that you're just fighting the tanks to the front, you're losing sight of the others, and you might just get killed when too many people are pushing you. Which you cannot be fighting anymore then. And that's just usually actually quite easy to avoid, but the less energy you're having, the harder it gets. I don't want to cap. I want to fight. Ah, finally, something that I messed up, of course. Ugh. I hope we're not going to win on caps in no time. Because enemies don't really seem like they're attempting to fight even. I would love to shoot down the AMX, but there is another one. Yeah, okay, we're not going to cap the base like that. Ah, Enemy armor is damaged, but yeah, I see. So, what now? I think I'm not going to push into the city. Maybe I should. Yeah. I feel like my teammates on the left are just not going to turn things around because there is not much anymore at all. And he's still there. Waited for an eternity to get off this one shot. Good job. Let's retreat here. Maybe I can shoot the 100. Oh shit. Not good. But hey, I made it into safety. That's something. Unless there's one in the bush and I don't see him. Okay, I did not get spotted, so there shouldn't be anyone. But still, my teammates are retreating and I'm the only one in this position now. I'm still somewhat fine. Unless the enemies decide to push me. But I've got my teammates flanking the entire freaking map. FV getting shot, I don't know where from.
Enemy armor is hit. We didn't penetrate their armor.
Okay. Ah, all four ahead of us. So I can actually just fall back here. Easy peasy. Then I'm fine. As long as no one shoots me from that bush, yep, I'm fine. Okay, enemies did a huge mistake by just all going for this corner here, all moving into our spawn, when they could have just kept the ruins, for example. Could have kept up some crossfire there. Okay, I guess there was something. They still have two tanks that can just one-shot me. Like the Foch and the E4. If they would be waiting in a bush there, they could just kill me. So I kind of need to hide from that. Minotauro leaving me? For real? I cannot move away safely. Man. I think the FV just ran away and that's how he spotted me. Yeah, I cannot do anything. Sadly, it is encounter and my teammates aren't doing anything either, nor are the enemies. I'm dead.
We've had it. Everybody out.
Amazing. All team standing around there. Enemies fighting. How to get unspotted? Just wait 10 seconds. I mean, yeah, that's it about it. All you have to do is wait 10 seconds where the enemy cannot see you. So you either move out of the view range of the enemy or you are moving back into cover. Some tanks like the VZ light tank or also the 1-1B, they get unspotted after only 7 seconds. Also there is the T100 LT of course and the Object 907 that have tracer shells. If they hit you, they will be spotted for 20 seconds. Or 17 seconds in case of 1-1B. And the VZ light. Okay, I cannot do anything on the left side, so let me just carefully spot the right. And I don't like what I'm seeing here. Okay, that's going to hurt. But I've got no choice. Oh. Freaking hell. Oh my gosh. You know what I can do? I can get behind them. They are too aggressive there. Okay, I don't really want to push them. They might be looking at me. So let's just kill FE45 in the back here. Yep. Okay. That turned out to be fairly interesting. Oh, I did not get spotted. And he's turning around. Perfect. No. Oh, no, 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 no. Track, please. Yes. Yeah, that was still a nice game. I'm happy with that. Why wargaming converting premium tanks into collector tanks? And that does have a fairly easy, maybe complicated reason. Well, 1 second. When wargaming was releasing all the premium tanks, at that point they were never really intending there to be that many tanks. They were just thinking of them being something special outside of the tech tree. So they said back then, okay, we do not nerf premium tanks. Those are just super special tanks that you can buy and they will stay as they are forever. And that way wargaming just created a lot of tanks that they could not be changing anymore. But later on then, they did notice, well, actually we do have a lot of tanks that are just really, really strong. And if we want to release more tanks, they always need to be stronger, like premium tanks or tech tree tanks as well. Otherwise they're boring. And if we cannot nerf any tank, then it won't really be working out. Then the game is just broken at some point. And if you just keep buffing every tank or you're releasing stronger and stronger and stronger tanks, you know, then the tier 8 tank will be as strong as a tier 10 tank a couple of years before. So that's just my opinion. What I believe is one reason that they are just saying, okay, then we are just switch them over to collector tanks, which means then that we can actually change them, because for collector tanks I never reset that they would not change them. Maybe that also has to do something with the laws being in place in some countries, because you cannot sell a product and nerf it or change it afterwards. Maybe you've heard of the scandal with the plant obsolescence, where like people, I mean, it's been around for decades already. Products just get worse and worse over time. And back then they were trying to build products that were lasting forever basically, and that was the main selling point. But at some point they noticed, hey, if we sell tanks or if we sell any product that lasts forever, then people are not going to buy anything new anymore, because they don't need anything new again. So they just had to make sure that the products were getting worse. Like your phone breaking after just 2 years when the warranty is running out. But the lawmakers then stepped in some countries more than in others, especially with the EU legislation also being quite harsh with that. They were just saying, okay, you cannot just change something to the worse if the people bought it. So they were protecting the consumers there and saying that, yeah, the companies were responsible for keeping the products on the same level. They can definitely release better products, but they cannot just change them to the worst. And I think that's the reason why Wargaming was always forced to keep the premium tanks as they were. Only then at some point they introduced the collector tanks, where they said from the beginning on, from the very first introduction, okay, we can actually nerf them. We will always have we will reserve us the option to change them later on. That was very clear from the start on. And the reason for the collector tanks to be introduced at first was also that we've had a lot of tanks of the lower tiers. You maybe remember, we've had a lot of tech tree tanks of tier 1 to 4, especially here on other larger tech trees. And Wargaming wanted to significantly cut the amount of tanks there to make it a lot easier for the new players to grind up the array and also not be too confused with tank destroyers, heavy tanks, medium tanks, light tanks. They wanted everything to be a little bit more similar, so the learning curve would be steeper and they wouldn't lose that many players early on in the game after just 30 games or so. Like, most people are just actually playing this game once and then never touching it again. So Wargaming definitely has a large interest in just making sure those people stick around. Therefore, they wanted to make the game easier. But there were so many tanks out there, all these tech tree tanks, that they suddenly wanted to transition to a different state without really stealing them from the players like me, which already had them. They didn't want to take them away only, they wanted to make them a different category and still reserve the option of changing the game later on. Right? I hope you can follow me with that point. They're still, so they actually introduced the collector tanks there, so that we could still have these tanks, and Wargaming would not entirely break the game by suddenly having 90% of the tanks of lower tiers not being changeable anymore. But nowadays we also have a lot of premium tanks at tier 8, tier 9, tier 10, especially tier 8, where it would not be working out if they were not changeable. So Wargaming is just suddenly thinking, okay, we just make them all collector tanks so we can change them and we can fix the game basically. It will not be about broken pay-to-win tanks forever then. Otherwise we would just have the same tanks, or tanks always getting better and better, as I said there. So that's where we are at. And with the introduction of the collector tanks, or that transfer, came another issue then, which was that if every collector tank is actually worth some gold, while you cannot sell premium tanks for gold, but collector tanks you can sell for gold, then you suddenly have hundreds of tanks that people could immediately sell for gold, and many people have a ton of tanks like that. Like, that's just, look at that. I'm having 226 collectors and premium tanks. If they were suddenly all collector tanks that I could sell for gold, I could always buy them back, then I would have hundreds of thousands of gold on my account immediately just by this transition from premium to collector. And I would never have to buy anything from Wargaming again for my own money. So Wargaming would just go bankrupt. So yeah, I think that's pretty much sums up the whole story. There was, yeah, of course not making everyone happy, but that's how it went. That's also just, most of it is just basing on what I do interpret into this, and therefore just, yeah, take that word with a bit of caution. It's not insider news here, but just what I think was going on there. Alright, still some other questions. Yo, with the 3-shot autoloader, I'm grinding the line but don't have any good results yet. Let's still go for a game on that one. But I'm also planning on coming to an end, actually. And I think the autoloader, 3-shot autoloader on the Yo is especially good again since the recent update, because now we have the intra-clip boost lasting for 2 clips actually, which increases the DPM, and other tanks receive the DPM nerf. I bought holidays, have been really nice. Pretty exhausting after a while, to be honest, to be in a city and just do a lot of stuff, a lot of museums and so on. So after a couple of days I decided to just go about it a bit more relaxing. If to those who don't know about it, I've been in Vienna, and if you've ever been to Vienna, they have huge museums everywhere. And you just spend the whole day there, read and look at stuff, and it can be super exhausting. Run with vents? No, I'm applying calibrated shells on the Yo. I think on this tank it's needed. Doesn't have a lot of penetration otherwise, and you will run into enemies that you cannot penetrate. And oh, turn. Okay, Preacher hopefully has him. Nice. Preacher help me. Now I can help him. You can see I'm still having the intra-clip boost. Hopefully allowing me to... Oh, what? Yeah, okay. Fail. Oh my. Nice luck. But this tank is bouncy. That was still lucky. And I think the projectile is going to die now. Nope. Actually not. And it can be a little bit higher down in this area here. But I will reload and go in again. I don't know what else was shooting me there. There was something else, definitely. To the right side. Nice hash.
We didn't even scratch them. One of our trucks was hit.
Man, these guys cannot aim. Two. Oh, come on. Nice. He should also be reloading. And I'm having a really fast clip reload, so I could just go in there. Okay. This only leaves the gorilla. Okay. You're playing heavy on Metza, you don't know how to play this game. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't know if you're joking or otherwise. I don't know what you're doing here. Yeah, Vienna is absolutely beautiful. Can only recommend it, but it's quite expensive, honestly. So yeah, gotta be prepared for that. And it's just like Paris, very much like Paris. But I do prefer it even over that, to be honest. You get the same kind of palaces everywhere. So many big palaces. Palace. I've never used a plural of palace. Palaces, that feels weird. Never mind. You get them literally everywhere. And they are absolutely huge, and you just have this huge town of white houses, each of them looking like a palace on its own. Museums left, right, and center. A lot of history in that town. But you've got to be into museums and city vacations definitely to go there. Of course, you do have a lot of other stuff there. And yeah, you just have so many options. And also, it's like some while ago was one survey was being voted as the most, or the city with the highest living quality of Europe, definitely, and worldwide, like second or third place. It has been first in the past there as well, worldwide. And what is really noticeable there, what makes the city so great, is that you have parks everywhere. And each park has tons of benches. You can't just go like a couple of meters into any direction. You end up in a beautiful old park. You can just sit down and relax for a while, and you're just having a very peaceful time there where it's really quiet and calm, and you can have a snack. You don't have to pay anything for the parks. I really hate it when you're going to a city where you just have to pay for a park and then you don't even find a bench to sit on. That's a no-go for me. And it's also very clean in Vienna. You have like bins every 50 meters or so. Even more than that. On every side of the road. Every 30 meters or so, you have some bin there in the city. So there is almost no trash around. You have really great public transportation with the subway, and you're just getting around in literally no time. Very few cars in the city. Of course, on a big ring there are many cars as well, but in the inner city, in the old town, there are barely any cars because people just don't need them there. With the subway working that greatly, it's just really, for a big city, it's really quiet and really relaxing to be there. You can just go to some random spot there and just sit down there. I mean, that makes such a big difference. If you've seen other big towns like Paris, London, or even Amsterdam, where you've got crowds and crowds of people and you don't find a quiet place anywhere. You need to go for a park that's kilometers away. It's just, it can be really stressful to be in such a town for me, especially because I'm not used to it. I don't know, most of you probably don't live in such a town either. So I really always get a bit overwhelmed with such big cities that have millions of people. And often they're also very dirty and a lot of poverty in there, which was also far less apparent in Vienna. Of course, it's not non-existent, but still. Scheiße, next. Nah, Ivava, I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. Too tired to play. I don't want to have an eternal stream today either. So, yeah. No more games for today, unfortunately. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you're still here, then you can also... And then you're hopefully already subscribed and you already left a like. Join the Discord server anyways, because of the giveaway earlier. Maybe the next one, next time. Next tournament stream again. Am I actually going to... Which date is it? Yeah, I'm still having giveaway from this month, of course. Like a bigger one. But it's probably going to be around the end of the month. Hey, Andy as well. I have Juicy again. I did not get to visit him. I was also just... I mean, I was there with my parents, and mostly we've been walking around all day, sometimes together, sometimes in different groups. I mean, me just on my own with my camera, and then met up in the evenings for dinner. So after that, I was just also pretty exhausted as well. Not really having much time to meet other people anymore. Would have been very late then. So, yeah. That's it. Have a good night, everyone. Was a nice time with you. Hope to see you back down within the next days. I think tomorrow I'm probably not going to stream. Rather doing some work on a video again. And also I've got some other stuff to do. Then the next tournament stream will be on the 13th, I believe. Before that, we will also get to see some other streams, of course. Bed and breakfast or hotel. We've had a whole apartment, actually, which was way better than that. First of all, way cheaper and honestly, much better. Like, we have had just an apartment for 3 persons, which was... Per person, it was price of a hostel in the end. It was city center. We could just have our own breakfast in the way that we wanted. Yeah, it was actually much better than a hotel, I would say. Hotels can be nice, of course, but they also cost a ton of money if you want a proper one. Otherwise, you end up in something like, yeah, not so great. So if you're on vacations with multiple people, then I would say pensions, like whole apartments, are the way to go. Also, you save a ton on not having to go for breakfast there in the hotel, which is usually not that great at all. So just getting your usual breakfast that you are used to at home is a good alternative to that. Especially when every day is like the weekend. Okay. Yeah, next stream will be some tank again. Wait, well, I'm probably going to have some special tank stream again soon. What was the last one that I did? Completely forgot about it. It's been so long ago because I was on vacations. Before that, I was being sick for a week. I don't know, I think I might, yeah, Fosh was the last stream I went for. I could go for light tank or some autoloader. AMX 50B is definitely also still planned. A lot of tanks that can be played this update. Those are all the pinned tanks here that I feel like are great in this update. The single shot tanks I'm not going to play too soon on stream, I guess. So many tanks. I don't know yet. Good morning, Ginny Jin. I will leave you right here. Goodbye. See ya.